Yo.
Oh. Oh shit! Y'all having a conversation? We're back on.
Yeah.
Hey.
we're back.
Hey.
We
Hello.
made it.
Is it one with like a professional license or
Yes.
just? Yeah, I need that.
Yeah,
Well-
let's do it.
What you talking about?
Whenever you're ready. We'll do a facial too.
Treatment.
Oh. Well, welcome back to As the Rotor Turns. while Trish is saying some bootleg. You know, Trish is like the dude that like sells you like purses in New York City.
No, I don't.
Or like,
Mm-mm.
or
I
like the
don't
guy
sell
that
any purses.
is like, hey man, you want to listen to this CD? That'd be $50.
I hear facial. I hear-
Sounds like the creepy hallway.
Shit,
Yeah,
man.
I
Welcome
have starting
to
facials.
As the Rotor Turns. You're gonna start. I haven't issued a penalty in a while.
Huh.
It may start off in a penalty
We're
box.
1
today.
minute in.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right,
Tuned up.
So
we are starting the timer.
Yeah.
And we are going to talk about disclaimers. Let's
yeah. So listen. So this is my opinion today. It's gonna be the opinion of Aaron, who's here, who's a legal professional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, baby. It's your opinion. And Patricio's back. You know, we
Hey,
gotta talk about
Patricio.
Patricio today.
Patricia
I gotta-
is mine.
I do have to.
You don't
I
disappoint me.
do have to clear the fucking table, I guess, for this shit.
I
And-
know. We've
and
gotten
then,
some questions.
Oh, we got a couple questions on this. Some people became verbs, by the way, in the last week. People's names, you know. And then you got birthday buddy. What's up?
What's up?
We got an unknown person here in the corner, and then you got the hippo,
Hey.
the most loved man in Tampa, Florida, right now.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Yeah.
Man, I got so many. That's why I texted you today,
You're so full of shit.
bro.
No.
You know what?
He's not.
Go fuck yourself.
For
Number
me?
one.
Yes.
Go fuck yourself. Number
I
one.
knew you were going to do that.
This is 3 or so texts, like back to back, going, man. Jason made me feel so comfortable and stuff. We're gonna get to you in a second. But we talk about that. But you know, so we got Aaron here, who's the most awesome human being on the face of the earth. The only
I'm either very complimented or that was the most sarcastic thing you could have said.
fuck no. It's the coolest.
You're very complimented.
You know,
Okay.
we go.
I don't know.
Normally, when people say very nice things to me,
Uh-huh.
it's because they're being sarcastic, you know, when I'm out. So I'm used to people being like, "You're great,"
Hey,
and they're like my opposing party, like, "Great lawyer."
my case is gonna be so
Louis
long.
is going to give you a run for your money. Just
Who's that?
saying.
Oh yeah.
She's full of piss and vinegar.
I know.
Smiley. She's like, yeah.
There's none in there.
So my case is so long that's gonna take. We got to go into Aaron's show. When's that gonna be next, Patricia? That's next Friday.
That's next Friday.
Next Friday we're gonna be on there.
Pay per view.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is a crossover episode.
So yeah, I've done a few of those.
No, 2 Fridays.
It's well,
Oh, yeah.
May
Friday.
6th.
May 6th.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to wait. Netflix
Yeah.
didn't release.
I was
them
like,
all
no,
at
it can't be next Friday. We're busy.
Yeah. Hey, so you know, but speaking about Patricio is not gone. Like
No.
I did not fire Patricio.
Nope.
He has not been as now we know it as he hasn't been Ryan'd.
No.
No.
You know.
He's not been exiled.
And by the way,
I didn't start a cult or anything.
I'm using the directive from now on. Every time I say the word Ryan, everybody says Great White Buffalo.
Great White Buffalo.
Great Buffalo. Yeah. So
When did that start?
I just started it
Just
right
now?
now.
Right now.
Just now.
Catch up.
So like
Been
What
informed.
if I wanted to say
Patricio,
something else?
tell people what you're doing on Thursdays, which is what mainly we record on Thursdays, but
Smooth porcupine.
you know, I like that.
That's
what do
way
you-
better.
Because it doesn't exist.
What are you
Yeah.
doing on Thursday, Patricio?
So on Thursdays, I'm doing a permanent gig right now with Graffiti Junction hosting Dirty Bingo and
Wait,
Trivia
did you
in
say Dirty Bingo?
Dirty Bingo.
What time does that start?
That's gonna be starting at 9:00
That's Trish's right words.
every Thursday beginning May 12th
Mhm.
in College Park,
I'm gonna have to
Graffiti
go to that
Junction.
afterwards.
Now here's the funny
What makes
thing.
it dirty?
I love Graffiti Junction.
So
love Dirty
the
Bingo.
dirty part about it is
Are we
I'm going to
getting
be
naked?
having
No,
semi.
Is
it's
it
that
like
he doesn't
mud
bathe.
wrestling?
That's
Oh.
the dirty part. I'm just kidding.
I was like, I'm done.
No, just that day.
Somebody
Like
says
that day.
semi-hard. Who's getting semi-hard? I've had
This guy.
I've had a
Listen,
semi.
because I'm being mean. Should
Yeah.
I put the venom away?
No, go
I
ahead.
wore the heels, so I'm
Well,
venomous
yeah.
today.
We're not on your show. We're not on my show. We're on their show. So
Yeah,
I'm
do
taking
whatever
my
the fuck
fucking
you
gloves
want.
off
Oh,
today.
Yeah.
Shit,
The gloves are off.
I'm
shit's
still
optional.
your boss.
Yeah.
Here.
So no, there's a lot of things going on with the Chaos Network, and we're expanding out to do more projects throughout Central Florida, and going to be hosting Dirty Bingo beginning May 12th at Graffiti Junction,
Yeah.
College Park. But here's the cool thing: every other week,
Not
it's
Thornton
basically
Park?
going not Thornton Park. I do trivia over
I
there,
don't like that.
but we're going to be hosting a lot of OnlyFans models over there.
Oh, shit.
So it's going to become the hub for the OnlyFans models of Central Florida to come out
Oh, no shit.
every other Thursday.
Yeah, I'm
at-
gonna need to know when that is.
You better
Hey,
shut
I
the
am.
fuck up and sit down, buddy.
And
Yeah.
also, we're going to be having a couple of adult film stars the opposite Thursday. So it's not only going to be catering to the OnlyFans people, but also to the adult industry people as well.
You know, like Patricia's got such a like a unique set of friends. You know what I mean?
I feel like I would have picked them over us too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell
I
yes,
really would pick Dirty Bingo.
absolutely.
I consider Patricio like the glue of every friend group he's in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Actually, except this one, I'm the glue here.
Yeah. Hey,
That's why
Because
I'm
they
not
all
on
need
camera.
you.
let me
I made
tell
up a
you.
little bit.
You know,
It's you. You are actually the
You-
common denominator.
You're the Elmers of this group.
yeah. You know how many times I'm so excited about saying this shit because you know how many times I walked in a courtroom as an adult and left sad. A lot.
None of the times when I
Not-
was by your
not-
side.
Not when I got Aaron though. I felt like what winning was like. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Is I was Joe Namath.
You
Super Bowl 3.
You feel that tiger's blood through you.
Hey,
Tiger.
I've never
I
seen
feel
that.
like maybe we should have gone with Aaron earlier.
I said,
Ironically, you had to actually call me off. That's how it stopped.
oh yeah, I'm like,
He was like, "You gotta stop."
yeah.
You gotta
Why,
stop.
why did you do that?
Hey, listen, sometimes you gotta you
No,
see
you
enough
don't.
blood.
Because
It's
I
like,
learned
You
something
let that
today.
blood spill.
oh, what you
He's
learned today?
far too nice to people.
No,
Oh.
that was the
Don't
problem in the
deserve it.
beginning.
Yeah.
He's not
Calling
too
him
nice.
off. He's still too nice.
That's
Yeah.
not.
Like, don't stop.
He is.
Yeah.
Take that
He is-
out
he is
at the
too nice.
throat.
Yeah, but you know,
Can't
it was
stop.
affecting. It was
But he
affecting
is.
a very important person
Yeah.
that
and
I
that-
was. I'm not willing to harm
Agreed.
if that's where it started to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah.
And you know, like, listen, we're gonna talk a lot about that, you know. But you know, again, Patricia, you're not gone. Still on the staff.
Mhm.
He's our go-to
I
guy.
got the
Still be
coin. I
around
got the
every
t-shirt.
now and
Yeah.
again.
Right. We still need him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still on the admin page.
I'm over here in the corner going, Patricio,
Yeah.
what I need help. What I
I
do?
don't
Yeah.
know what you should do with your hands.
I don't either.
But you know, like
We know.
people are so used to like, you know, seeing like certain people and they ask about them and stuff like that. So, you know, like, yeah, he's important. He man's got us exposure. He's
Yeah.
so we're very appreciative and you're not going anywhere, you know.
No, and
He
I'm-
called.
I'm
I've
still-
never heard anybody ask nicer to be fired from a job, and I'm like, I can't let you go.
I know. He
I-
was
It's
so
okay
nice.
if you're going to.
Yeah, you're not getting fired, man. Sorry, you know, fuck
Try
that.
again next year.
But we'll allow
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I appreciate it. I
But
appreciate
man,
it.
I'm glad you're getting some growth, man, and you know, and Jason, you know, is doing great where he's at over there, and you
Yeah,
know,
I was supposed to be
I
doing
don't-
like a crash course with Trish in
Yeah.
regards to audio equipment. So I'm like, I'm just
Well,
waiting on that call.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you know.
I really like
Yeah.
your hair.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, it's got
Oh.
real Justin Timberlake vibes.
Yeah.
What we're
The
on,
rest of it doesn't.
while we're
but-
on while we're on him, let me say this.
We're on-
Did Jason
I can't.
Tuesday?
I
What are we
can't-
doing Tuesday? What
He
are we doing
can't
Tuesday?
accept it.
I can't accept it.
Well, shut the fuck up. Listen to the shit.
I don't know which way.
I'm asking you questions. What did you do Tuesday? What were we doing Tuesday?
We did water egress.
When it did water egress, right? So, first of all, let's start back up a few weeks back when you were not on the list of people that were going to do water egress. We were going at too,
Right.
right?
Yep.
And I looked at Amanda and I said, there's no way that I'm going to go to that building without Jason there. Because people have a hard time yelling at Jason in that building. Like I noticed that the people are just nicer. The place you got yelled at.
I think it's been more than 2
At,
minutes.
Bill
So
Jackson
get her out of the
I don't
box.
go there.
Really?
So basically, I said, hey man, I'm not going to go teach there. Can we get? Is it possible for Jason to be there? Yep, Jason showed up, and he had
I
a
did
plan.
not, just so you know.
Yeah, got a plan, got the thing in there, did his thing, and then I
They
said,
got the thing
Jason,
in there.
I
Giggity.
said, go. We need some stuff. So Jason went shopping. You never seen anybody more excited.
Oh, we have Lily.
Man. He loves
I know.
thingamabobbers and doodads.
Oh, there was-
and-
Well, it was before that. I got to go shop for snacks.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
that
I was like, hey, Jason, go get snacks.
Is that why we have a closet full of
I've heard he's got 20 thingamabobs.
Yeah.
he does.
So then we had like, disconnects and this. He was
Oh,
very
my
excited. I was
God.
just like, hey man, just keep the
Look
shit.
at his face.
I
Hey.
was.
Look at that
I,
face.
I was so fucking happy.
He
I
couldn't
really
even tell
was.
me
It
about
was
him.
ridiculous.
The difference between sending you or Trish to shop is fucking him amazing. Because I was like, hey man, try to keep this shit on the $800. And Jason, he's a thrifty shopper, so I liked it. They're good. When I saw it was only like $400, half the budget. I was like, this is great.
Well,
Best thing ever happened.
Truth be told, I had already spent that before you gave me a budget. But
Oh yeah, that's all right. Hey, your responsibility.
Right. You were still under.
the first thing I did was I was like, all right, I really want these, but hold on a second. So I went over and I talked to Carlos. I'm like, is there a reason we don't have quick disconnects?
I didn't know
And
that
he's
shit
like,
existed. I said, no, man.
I literally, because
Yeah.
usually, I always ask you first, make
And he
sure.
always has a reason.
Well, usually, yeah, absolutely. Hey, well, we tried it out. It didn't
What were
work.
my exact
whatever.
words?
Yeah.
I didn't know they existed.
Fuck.
Why don't we
Done.
have them?
Done.
Yes, absolutely.
Love it.
So you went bottom.
Mm.
That's not even an important part of the class.
Oh, that was the best part of the class.
Well, this is not the important part of the class. This is the thing. So we go and teach. When we go teach this water egress class, like
Who else is
people.
there?
What was that?
Who else is there?
Oh, handsome Devin. Then we'll get to that part of the
That's
question.
the son of
Who's
a
that?
bitch.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
I'm interested
Robbie.
now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And the sweet tea was there too.
Yep.
Oh,
Sweet tea?
Yeah.
Sizzle.
Hey, so
But
listen.
we should talk about Devin.
Let's talk about the important part first,
Oh,
and
Sounds
then
important.
we'll get to fucking Devin here in a second,
Okay.
because this is the important part. Because this is important. So yeah, get a picture of Devin. He's handsome as fuck. So and when we show up, and let's say everybody in the class is a swimmer, people are still freaking the fuck out about the class we're about to do.
Yes.
Are they not?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
So this class is the first time you really gotten to see a non-swimming person get through the class, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
So she found the picture.
Oh, that's
oh,
not a great picture of
Right.
him.
let me see.
May I?
So
Oh, okay.
anyways,
He got that haircut?
Which
oh no, the mullet's gone.
mullet.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, mullet's
Oh,
gone.
yeah. Listen, he's got beautiful blue eyes. Not only that,
God
like he is
damn it.
incredibly nice and very like.
So if you're
Not
single and you
interested.
really want to talk to Devin,
Can't
go ahead and
relate.
hit us up on
Just kidding.
I don't know how he is to
astherotorturns.com.
normal chicks.
Nowadays,
You know what I mean? Like
We
I don't know
can
how
take
he is. Like if you were to meet him, but being Carlos's wife, he's very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he love you. Everybody loves you.
he's very nice to me.
So anyways, you got
Right,
two
does not
people
love
that
me.
didn't swim in this class, right?
Right.
They had life like drowning experiences
Which
as
I didn't
kids.
know until later.
Drowning
Did not know.
period.
Not
I didn't
at
know
all.
either.
Nope.
But
They must have made it.
oh
True.
yeah, they were there. Yeah, that's a good point.
They made it.
That's a good point.
They made it.
I mean, the one guy only.
You say drowning and
Yeah.
So one guy was only in a coma for 6 months.
Yeah. Had to learn how to read again and shit. I'm gonna do the shot though.
It's like there was an extra paperwork.
I interrupted him.
Was I getting a
So-
phone call?
Nah, it went away.
So Jason,
Yes.
you only know to do stuff in the class as I've taught you how to do it,
Yes.
which is done in the simple, straightforward manner. And that's your demeanor doesn't change in class, which creates comfort for people that are in the class. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, the things that you do in class allow
Really
me
romantic.
to say things I'm supposed to say it, which decreases fear, and people are listening. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And when I have that in class, that carries on to the other people that are in the water to do the thing, and it allows me. I think I lost my the
Yep.
Wi-Fi here. Oh, I'm back. So it allows me to do the things that I'm able to do in class because we basically had no repeats. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We had like two redos.
Yeah.
And that was
And
it.
they were simple. I mean, there were issues that we talked about and got through.
Simple things.
Yeah.
And you do a great job doing that, which allows me to do the thing, and I didn't have to get in the water.
Yeah.
And I can sit there and talk people through the stuff, and they were doing things how they're supposed to.
Right.
So I appreciate that. You see what I'm saying?
I
appreciate that because that makes things easier, and we need things that make things easier when we're this busy.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I appreciate that.
well, I don't know what I did different. I really
You didn't do
don't.
shit different. That's what I like. That's what I like. That's what I'm telling you. Don't
Yeah,
fucking
okay.
change.
All right, I won't.
Don't change.
I won't change.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Moving on to the last order of business before we start on Trish's and Aaron's show here.
Right.
Is
what this is.
Oh, you want to know what they're for?
Yeah.
They're for cords.
Okay.
Yeah.
oh
Honest to God.
Oh,
So I gotta
I
say,
can't be trusted. I was like, I got in trouble constantly for talking in class.
oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's all right. You can do whatever the fuck you want in the show.
That is, I at
You
all
know?
times.
But
just to follow motion to take over the show.
I thought they were for your boobs. I don't know.
yeah. So the last thing I have to say before this is that a lot of people can't judge how busy we are by looking at our calendar in the thing,
In the thing.
on the website. Like we do a lot more private classes than we do public stuff.
You
And-
know who knows we're busy? Are the people that get turned away.
Yeah.
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 They're like, why can't I sign up for this class? It's coming up.
Yeah.
It's full.
Well, it's full. Sorry.
And it's gone.
So for the next week is the first time that we've actually turned people away from a public class,
Yeah.
which has never happened before.
Right.
And that kid gave me the dirtiest look.
So that's freaking awesome. Like that's
Did
the
you
best
like
shit
it?
that's
You
ever
wanna talk
happened.
to him?
Yep.
The reality is this, that I think the words got out, like people that are coming to class are being placed in jobs when they come here, and we're making people's like dream of wanting to fly in a helicopter and doing this stuff, except for Patricio's.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I've been waiting to fly.
Yeah.
To,
You gotta come take a fucking class.
Right.
Right. Yeah. You
Yeah.
show up
Yeah.
a couple of days.
No, you don't
Yeah.
need to take those classes.
Yeah. But anyways, man, we're pretty
Find
busy.
a new job.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
don't build a skill set elsewhere.
Yeah.
Stop.
We're pretty busy. People are getting jobs. People are doing, we're making flight paramedics and flight nurses and doctors. I had 2 doctors in this class,
Yeah.
out there. So shit's getting out.
well, no, it's cool the power that a podcast actually has for a business, because you're able to give the consumer like a trial run of what you offer. Like that's the cool thing that we do with Legal Morse of Action, where
Yeah.
we give the prospective client the opportunity to like test out who they're going to work with.
Yeah.
And with as the Rotor Turns, you've been able to give the opportunity to these up and coming paramedics, first responders, what have you, to find out like what you guys are about and the stories that you give. And I mean, the stories that you tell. It's like, you know what? I want to get on that level.
Yeah, like it's amazing that people that recognize shit from like nurses screaming out, I hate the fucking Chronos clock to like I went on a rant about that shit. Oh, like the people I'm staying outside the ambulance.
ORMC, do they still have it there?
Yeah, fuck yeah, they do.
Oh,
Yeah.
and flashbacks. I was like,
Yeah, fucking 1 minute late.
Like a couple months ago.
And then the funniest shit is I'm outside an ambulance the other day, just waiting for my partner to do his thing. He goes, "That's the guy from the show. That's the guy." Like, we get that quite a bit. It's just,
no one does it to me.
dude, I gotta skip in
neither.
line at the DMV over it.
You got some judges who'd be like, "Oh, I've heard."
I got to skip a line at the DMV over it and shit. It happens,
Yeah.
man. It's fucking badass.
Yeah.
So
Not me.
what's that?
No.
Yeah.
You're that guy.
You're killing me, Smalls.
He's
Yeah.
definitely the guy.
He's the guy.
Definitely the guy.
Why do we have like a half lifted sign up there?
So it's stuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
check.
No idea.
My favorite part about your podcast is that it's in like the area right outside a bathroom and a bar.
I love
For
it.
the people who don't know where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny's other side.
Yeah.
My favorite place.
Yeah, we are in like the other side of Johnny's.
Yeah, and John and Jamie's ass is on point today.
Yes.
Look at that thing already.
Yeah.
Yes.
We,
You?
all right. So
Like an
Aaron,
abandoned
Aaron,
bar.
what you don't know is that you're going to see about 37 and where's the bathroom?
I don't know.
37 people that don't know where the fuck the bathroom is. They're gonna come in here. They're gonna say,
I love it.
"Oh, what? Hey,
Like,
what's going on over here?"
I-
And they're gonna ask us.
I've
we're
been
not doing
saying
anything
this.
here.
I've been saying this.
Where's the bathroom?
I've been saying this since like 20 episodes ago. Like, you
Oh,
guys should
yeah.
have a microphone right there. So, like, they
Someone
say,
could step up and,
Yeah.
and say something dumb.
Yeah,
it's like,
we
where's the
totally
bathroom?
do that.
you see, because like, you
Hello.
got 2 gentlemen right here who are giving us
Yeah.
the
What do you
finger in a
want? Do
weird
you want to
way.
say something?
In a weird. I think he gave us 2 fingers, didn't he?
You
Yeah.
know, you guys are much nicer people than I am in general. Because if people did that shit to me, I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah.
ask me a
Oh,
question.
hey,
and
hey, this
immediately
is
I'd be
why-
like, shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
That's why
Just
you're an
what-
attorney.
Thank
It's
you.
a-
That's why I became a lawyer, because like being mean is an important skill set of being a lawyer.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
And it's fun.
somebody wants to talk to me randomly, and I'm like, you're gonna shut the fuck up and walk away.
It's a good.
Yeah.
It's
And
a,
you
if
don't
it
get to
doesn't
pee
make
today.
sense,
Well, no,
that's because it doesn't actually make sense.
Right.
Because I'm the nice
Because it
factor.
doesn't.
I'm the nice factor for you, for everyone else.
Right?
Like,
He really has to be the buffer.
hey, which brings me to the point where this is Aaron Morse. Hey, Aaron.
If you didn't know I'm on the podcast today.
Yeah.
Yeah, she says, "Shut the fuck up."
Hey,
Here I am.
so Aaron's my personal attorney, and
Mine-
then
mine too.
the attorney for the rescue company one as a hobby. I'm gonna tell you, she sent a couple letters and nobody's ever called me back on. So thank God.
Nice.
Thank God.
If anybody thinks that they can, obtain her to go against us,
Yeah, you go fuck yourself.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I handled a case that a type of case that I never had handled before, and I'll never do it again for Trish.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we exceeded expectations.
Oh,
She
man.
was willing to settle for like $2,000 less than what I
Fuck yeah.
nudged them to do.
Fuck yeah. So Trish and Aaron known each other a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
So Aaron, you used to work at we'll say allegedly at Orlando Health,
I
which
did work at
where
RMC.
we still work at. And you did a registration, right? You're
No, I was a
business office.
secretary.
Oh, you were a
That was
secretary.
back when the secretaries were taking report from the paramedics when they were coming through the
That's
door.
right. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Who was that guy? A fancy fella that would sit up there in the front too and would do that shit too.
Anthony?
No, not Carlos, but there was another dude. God, what was that guy?
Fancy. Was he wearing a tuxedo?
Was it Anthony?
Well,
Why
like a
was he-
fancy lad,
I don't recall us having.
Stefan.
Jay.
There was Mike, but he was not fancy.
I don't think of the dude's name, anyways. But so you worked there,
I did that for 6 years.
It was a while.
and you were going to
Law school.
law school at the same time, right?
Yeah. No, I left when I started law school.
Oh shit! All right,
Because in that year of 2012, our Lord's year, when I left.
our Lord's here.
You left after I did. It was 13.
I left in 12 because this is how I know they wouldn't accommodate my law school schedule. I had Connor in March, graduated from UCF in 12. Yeah, he's 10. Connor in March, UCF, I graduated from in May. I had my wedding in July, and then I started law school in August. And my schedule, I couldn't balance ORMC and
Oh, yeah.
and
do recall that.
law school.
It's funny that like Trish would question anything on time. Like, and I love my wife
Right.
more than anything in the whole entire world.
I just felt
But, like,
you were-
her
I
in
just felt
time-
like you were there when I left, but evidently you weren't.
So,
I left the end of
Thank you,
12.
Jamie.
In spirit, I was.
Yeah.
so
I know. That's why I thought you were still there.
Probably because you still talk to me and
Yeah.
stuff.
I love it. I love it. So, Erin is, as you can see, she don't fucking hold back because she's from Boston.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
She don't give
All
up.
right.
You're like Southside Boston
That's-
too, right?
and that's-
No, I'm
Great.
from Cape Cod.
Oh
I'm from
shit!
like the
Jesus.
bougie
Yeah,
part.
yeah,
It's-
oh yeah. Jesus Christ.
It's so crazy because I thought that was like a
Bougie.
thing that lawyers had to, they had to hold back.
Yeah. Nah, there ain't no hold back
We'll
shit.
let it go.
My
What if
dad.
this is me holding back?
Like
Probably is.
you're my
I
only.
think that it is.
You're my only
You
friend from
know.
Boston.
If I may.
No, Liz is from Boston.
Who is from Boston?
Liz.
Oh yeah, Liz is cool people too.
So if I may,
Yeah.
I have the privilege of working with Erin for about 8 hours a day throughout the week. I see
Hi,
her
friends.
more.
I don't know. Mind your business.
We found these microphones here at this table. Hey, we've been talking on them.
It's your podcast?
Sorry.
Damn, Erin, you shaved him to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a dial tone. Oh,
Yeah. He fucked
Well, no,
up.
like, so here's the thing. Like,
Fucked up.
I have the privilege of working with Erin about 40 hours a week. I think like we see each other more than we see like everyone else in our normal lives.
Yeah.
And right now she is at level 6.
Oh yeah, as if I
That's
seen Aaron.
It's
so,
only a 6.
So like
This
2 more
is
shots,
fun.
you bring her up to like level 8.
Yeah,
See,
I had like a shot and a drink and.
Oh, we got more
and then
shots
this-
too.
I'm like,
Oh, listen, we are going to get into some shit tonight.
that fell
that
out
is
of my
gonna-
mouth. I
it's
don't know how to
gonna
put
piss
it back
you
in.
off.
The best part is
Oh,
that
I can't
we
wait.
may not even get to the legal shit with Aaron. today.
Oh, no, we have to.
I
Like,
want
actually,
to.
I'm a lawyer with a personality. I'm not like a
I
lawyer
wanna
in front of
dive
dusty
in.
books.
I want to dive into the fact, like the fact that how like cool as fuck Aaron is. First of all, let me tell you, like,
Yeah.
we had the fortune. We interviewed every pre-husband that Aaron has. Probably like Sam is the coolest motherfucker I've ever met on the face of the planet.
Not even
From Pine Hills, just like myself. So I love that dude.
We do love Sam.
He does have his honorary black card, and he's invited to every cookout.
Yeah.
Really?
He's great.
Did
He's
you-
great.
How did you get a black
I
card?
was gonna say, did you issue
How did
him
you
the
get one?
honorary black card?
How did you get a black
Because
card?
doesn't work
he's
that way.
tall, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of soft
Yeah,
that
we-
he's
we-
Mexican.
So does that mean I'm
Oh
I'm
Jesus!
honorary
So,
black?
so he's a dark skinned Mexican that got a black card for no
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
How did you get a
Not for
black
no
card?
So-
reason. He has reasons.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does.
It just was funny.
Yeah,
Thank you. My attorney approved.
yeah. Has she seen the unit? Is that
No.
what she's saying? Like, baby,
Nay.
Wait, what?
baby's
Oh.
arm holding an apple. You got it down there.
Maybe.
That
A
but
string bean and a cherry.
yeah.
So if I may, we've actually talked about this. How would I say it? In office, where the reason why, like, I think I've been one of your longest employees is because.
Oh, I see what I did.
Where are we going?
But like, listen, this
I
is
was about to
I'm
call
arrest
out. Did you see my face? I was like,
to not use a legal term here. I'm gonna rest my case on this.
Sir,
You know that this thing-
I do not yield. I was still speaking on this one. If I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
You have
So-
the
Talking stick.
You have the floor.
Oh, I have the talking stick. It's right here.
Proceed, gentlemen.
Proceed.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Like, I think like this is why Aaron has kept me around for so long, is because like there hasn't been like that creepy moment with
That's
like
right,
either other staff or
I-
other attorneys.
or people like I've had it with like an opposing counsel where he
Oh,
tried to
oh.
like
Who has?
creep into the. I
Oh
was like,
yeah, no shit, huh?
I was like, get the fuck out of here!
Hey.
I'm gonna kick your ass in court. Get out.
We basically
Interesting.
at some point we were taking applications in at our house and like ranking people and shit. We're like, hey, listen, man, you want to hit the lotto? I get it. Everybody wants to play in the NFL. You can't play in the NFL just because you got a dick coming in here.
Yeah,
you,
sorry.
you have to take
Sorry,
that
man.
cherry.
It was the funny thing was he would meet people and he'd be like,
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen, man. I'm
By
sorry.
the way, she gonna be done with you
Yeah.
real soon.
That's not
And
gonna
then
happen,
he
my
would look
friend.
at me for like some affirmation or no, and I wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
So
I'd
what
be
was
like-
it? What was the deciding factor on this?
Well,
This
you
guy,
know, man,
the lucky
I'm
guy.
gonna tell you this. This dude did everything right. Like, if you had a guy that would show up at a job interview,
Right.
and they just never went home,
Yeah.
like, like, hey, we close at 9. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay around here and clean up some shit. I'll be ready for the day. That's what Sam did.
Wait, are we talking about Sam or
Fuck yeah, that's what Sam did. Exactly.
He did exactly.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I'm taking out the garbage. I'll be here. He never went home.
I'll be right here.
I said, that's how you do it right
Yeah,
there.
right.
That is.
But that's that Pine Hills thing. You always live hungry. Like you don't know where your next meal's coming
Yeah,
from.
right.
He was just
Right.
like, if I just never leave you alone, you won't realize
The
you
man-
don't want to be with me because you're just with me.
The man hungry as fuck. That's what I know.
It was great.
I said, man, you earned that shit.
It was
Is it 83 or 86?
83.
Okay.
Like, listen, the one thing I will,
Shane,
yeah,
what the fuck is up?
the one thing I would say is this: like, we had some people like going, hey, what's up with Aaron and stuff like. I'm like, man, you out. Like, good friends,
Don't even try.
good
Hey,
friends.
sorry.
Like,
yeah.
people on the payroll here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
people on the payroll. I'm like, hey,
True
man,
story. Like, hey,
yeah, I'm about to let you go.
can you,
She's single right now. Yeah.
If you have to ask, you can.
Yeah, you can't afford it. You
Right,
can't afford
right,
that. That's
right.
like, hey,
You have
So-
to ask, just walk away.
like we make light of it, but you were married before, and your husband passed away.
My first husband passed
Passed
away,
away.
and I had known him
your
Since I
entire
was-
fucking life.
since I was 13.
I was gonna say 4.
Yeah. And we were together like consistently. We had dated a couple other times, but together without break since I was 19. And he passed away when I was 31. So that was a shithole.
Yeah, I
Can we
remember
talk
that.
about that at all?
Yeah.
I remember
Well-
that day, man. Like, yeah, like I think he brought you a gift to work.
Yeah, a Apple Watch, a new Apple
Yeah.
Watch, because Apple Watch, I think at the time, maybe had released a new pink one, and
Yep.
he bought it because he was like, "You need the pink one, right? With a mat, like a band that would go with it." Yeah,
And then he went home, and then
yeah,
yeah,
he passed away. It was
I remember
unexpected.
leaving work and I was like, Carlos, we gotta go.
we
We gotta go see her.
There you go.
the thing. I remember exactly where we're at because it kind of bears thing on. We were about to do our second class ever.
Oh.
With the
I don't
company.
remember that.
So the day I remember that Mandingo you know,
Oh
Kay.
yes, I do. She's
Yeah.
the one that told me.
You know,
And I had no idea.
friend, you know, Kathy was there, and like, and
Well, that covered it.
yeah. So our Mandingo friend, that's what we call her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So she was there, and
Obviously not privately.
yeah.
Totally didn't need
She don't
to say
listen to the
that.
show, you know. So, anyways,
Yeah,
But she
but other
does, you know,
people that
like-
know her do.
like she would be shocked if somebody calls her that. Come on.
Well, she knows now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, I
This
mean,
is on national television.
I think we
it is a hard name to take in.
It's a hard name.
What you know about Mandingo Fire? Mr. Candy.
What do you know?
Hey, so that's how we, and then Trish calls me, and then like, you know, that's, I remember telling her, like, I'm like, hey man, this has happened, and it's crazy.
I was like, we have to make shepherd's pie with no corn.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the other
I
thing.
like it was a blur.
Wait, what?
Okay,
It's
so-
not shepherd's pie without corn.
Oh no, you
Oh,
can't
no,
put,
you can't,
No.
you can't put corn in
you
it.
put corn in anything Aaron has, you'd be arrested.
Yep.
Yeah.
And people will lose your files. Have you seen her? You saw her walk in? Did you see her walk in? People lose your file. Judges be like, "Who the fuck is Jason Rivera? I don't even know who you is."
I don't know.
I
I don't
think, you know
that
what,
person.
sir? Are you here on a parking ticket?
You
Jail.
might,
You're,
you might,
you're going to jail.
you
Straight
might as
to
well
jail.
be at Guantanamo Bay like
Oh,
terrorists,
wow.
man. Nobody even know who you are. Put corn in something.
Has anybody put cream corn in your stuff?
Mm-mm.
No,
No,
she don't like
no,
corn, brother.
that is
No,
a,
no.
Yeah.
it's
No,
in
no.
the handbook.
It's in the
Yeah.
You gotta
handbook.
sneak
You
it in,
can't bring
you
it
know.
for lunch.
I forget what restaurant we were at, but someplace that they brought corn like 5 tables away, and Aaron goes, "Who ordered corn?"
Yeah. I was like, what the hell smells?
So no, like I go to this one Mexican place.
Mexican?
Yes, Mexican.
Your
place.
people.
My people place.
Yeah, y'all just call it food.
They
Y'all
have,
call it
they have
Mexican
tacos
food, right?
there. And
Y'all just call it food.
Ooh, we had tacos
Enchiladas.
for breakfast.
So here's the thing. Like I go to this one place.
No, it's
Like
from Chicago.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
Trust me, Aaron. I love exploring these
So-
roots that he doesn't have. But go ahead.
this is how much Aaron hates corn. Like anytime I have any food or leftovers from when I go to lunch that has corn, I leave it in the car.
Yeah.
Because, like, I swear
Well,
to
a
God.
couple of times he brought it in, and I was like, "Your office fucking stinks."
is it the smell?
Hey,
is it just
It's
the smell?
everything. I hate it.
Or is it when it comes out in the poop? It's still.
I don't
whole?
care about that.
Hey,
No, you don't care
I
about that.
flush those.
Okay.
I don't know what you do, but I
Well, I
flush
do
them.
too. but-
can we?
Salmons.
Let me ask you something,
All
Aaron.
right.
If somebody microwave fish where you work at,
Oh.
Oh,
Straight to jail.
oh, yes. Now
That
that's
would be
bad.
more acceptable
It should
than
be
corn.
illegal.
yeah,
It should be
More
illegal.
acceptable than corn.
man, I'm gonna tell you what. Today it smelled like somebody opened up
No, I'm
6
good.
bad legs where we were at, allegedly.
Listen,
Oh.
Bad
good
leg.
fish wouldn't smell like that.
It's microwave fish. I don't give.
Are we talking about
Somebody heated up.
No, we're talking
fish.
about microwaving things in an office space.
Yeah.
Fish is
But
on
you
the no-no
shouldn't.
zone.
Well,
Fish and burning popcorn.
It's on
They're
the
two
no-no
things you
list.
just don't do in a shared space.
I don't think
Yeah.
anyone's like, you know what I'm gonna do? Beep boop beep boop beep. Burn this bitch.
I feel like they do sometimes.
It's like an accident.
So,
It's like, I'm
I think if you don't know how to cook popcorn, you're
Well,
retarded.
well,
Well, you're right. You know, there's a popcorn button.
when you work
I
in
don't
an
know.
office space, you know, like a small enclosure.
You have to go to the basement.
No, you have to be
Are you
mindful
sure?
and respectful
Yes.
of all those around
don't
you.
have
So
to
it's
go to
like
the
you
basement?
don't purposefully bring in like
Fish.
you don't
I don't
purposely bring in fish. In Aaron's case, you don't bring anything
No.
with corn.
I'll tell you where I put them.
And like when you make popcorn in the office, you fucking stay in the kitchen until that shit is done.
Yes.
Like once it's down to like 2 pops a second, you
You
pull
hit
that
the
shit,
button.
you hit the
Do
button.
you eat popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I eat
You
corn
eat kettle
chips.
corn?
I love kettle corn.
I love kettle corn.
You know, Ryan Holmes has a great kettle corn stand in Winter Park. Just saying.
I
Smooth
love
porcupine.
I love how much like off topic Trish can be.
So, I put Patricio in. He has his own office with a very big desk.
Well, I mean, you need room for that dick. Like we never even finished talking about the,
green
shit
bean
that
with the cherry.
a German woman hit him in the face over that dick. That's a good dick. That's
Like,
some
no,
good dick.
That,
Like 3 times.
that's
I-
my dick.
I feel like he should have probably
He started-
maybe slapped her with it.
I put him in the office that has all the storage because I was like, if anybody could be interrupted during their day, it's Patricio.
This is my stapler.
This is from Office Space.
He's in the.
I can
It's
listen
an
to my
office,
music at
but
a
it's the
reasonable
only
level.
office with like a lot of the shelving, so he's in like the storage closet.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's fucked up.
He has lots of Star Wars figures on those
Oh,
shelves.
Yeah,
that's so
most
fucked
of the
up.
storage is for him because he has all the
And he's in the
Margaret
closet.
stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a big
He's in the
office.
closet.
Oh, way to go, birthday buddy. Way to fucking go.
I
man.
didn't put you there.
That hurt. That hurt it.
Listen, I have a good Yelp review. Okay, so
No, he is in an office with a window.
and a
big
wall.
Oh, you got a
space.
window. Oh,
And I got walls.
Yeah, he gets
I mean,
a lot
you
of
already-
other people.
To the
So
wall?
the other thing that's
But
really great
do you-
about Patricio is
And
if
then-
someone's coming into our office unexpectedly, he can announce it.
ah.
He's like, Jones is coming in.
Oh,
everyone."
Jesus. Fucking Jones again.
Goddamn Jones.
All right. Hey, I'm out. I'm not here.
Because our other person who has window access has them closed. It's like they never announce anything.
Yeah.
Is that why you're so brown? Because you get all that
Oh,
sun?
that fucking sun,
Wow.
which
bro.
allows him to get a black card.
Yeah.
Are
Are
you brown shaming me right now?
No.
Wait, what?
No, he's jealous of your tan
Yes, that's true. That is true.
Me too.
because he hates the sun.
So
Oh, I
hey,
love the
legal
sun.
stuff, divorce, and
Yeah.
first
Get
Oh,
into
yeah.
the thing.
Get back to that.
So,
Tired of being
You
the
know,
butt
what,
of jokes.
you know what is incredibly amusing is that when
It's
you
in the
were
microphone.
here for, oh, I'm sorry, when you were here for the,
Still not in it.
It's still-
we have
Can't find the hole.
our
Oh.
own microphone holder for Trish.
when you were here for the sweater contest,
Yeah.
and just about everybody that was here
Hold the balls.
utilized you as a what?
As an
the
attorney.
fuck?
There it is.
Oh yeah.
As an attorney, it was my favorite.
And what was my win record?
Oh, it's fucking
Every
100%.
Bet
100%.
1,000.
Oh.
she.
Wow.
Here's the thing.
But is it really about winning or losing?
Oh, it's
Yes.
not about fucking winning.
Don't we
About
all just have
winning
to be,
Nope,
like,
we're not
get
going to get
along?
along. Nope.
This isn't
Nah.
the game of life.
It's all
This is
about
the
winning.
game of like I want to live. All right.
Hey.
So.
No, we're not friends.
Aaron,
You know, and
we are
that's okay. And if you ever wondered why I'm a lawyer and perhaps you're not,
Nope.
that's probably the top
then you
reason.
goddamn right. Goddamn right. That's
Yeah.
what that
And
damn
could be
right.
it. Also, that I didn't go to law school. You know, that could
Oh,
be
no,
the other.
no.
The other
Well, you didn't want to win law school.
No.
You wanted to win law school.
And she totally did.
Aaron, you know, like I had Jason prepare a dissertation for you today.
Oh, yeah.
I said
That
you
will be
need to
interesting.
prepare some
No.
questions.
No.
Oh, I can't wait.
This is gonna
Yeah.
be like it's
Oh,
just
I'm
gonna-
about
I
to
said
teach
I
you.
need-
I'm about to teach you like
I said prepare some
opposing
questions.
counsel. Get ready.
Because between like
This is going to be
between
so
Amanda and
amusing.
Jason, I hear some things sometimes, and I go, you know, I was in that place where I lost all the time, and then man, I got in the winning team.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
I got drafted.
You got,
You know,
you
it
got
was-
Phil Jackson.
I was fucking Johnny Damon
Johnny
playing for the
Cochran.
A's,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden I'm in Boston, and then I go to Yankees. You know, now I'm back in Boston. I won a World
Yeah.
Series.
But
You know,
if
it's
the glove
but when-
don't
but when
fit,
you-
you
the gotta
must
quit.
have quit.
Yes.
but listen,
Absolutely.
when you were making those payments every month, I
It
bet
was
you were.
fine.
It was so difficult, right?
It wasn't.
It
Payments
wasn't.
to
I
who?
guarantee you,
To
it wasn't.
me?
True.
I would
Not
pay
to her.
$10,000,
I pay-
$20,000 if I had.
I pay my Aaron money happy.
Absolutely.
It's a-
Absolutely.
I have to be perfectly honest.
Oh, we've always paid our lawyer money.
Yeah.
Happy.
No.
No
Absolutely.
one. I'm not cheap. No one's ever mistaken me for cheap.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, you pay what you get for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pay what
Absolutely.
you get.
You pay what you
That's
get for
right.
it, and that
That's right.
I do want to say that if I don't say that 100 times during that podcast, I want to tell people I should say that 100 times. You pay,
You get.
you get what you pay for.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So, if I may,
Yes, sir.
so I've been. In
I mean,
legal-
we can't stop you.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's why I said if I may. It's like the hand.
You may. You may.
Shut the fuck
We
up.
taught him to
microphone.
raise his
Jamie.
hand when he wants to speak.
Yeah.
here.
So here's the thing. Like
I know, I love you.
I've worked with attorneys for I've worked with attorneys for about 8-9 years now. And I've had the great advantage of working with criminal, real estate, family, and all that stuff. But here's the thing. The majority of those attorneys have been males. And here's the thing. Aaron has the biggest
Dicks.
balls. Aaron has the
Oh,
biggest
yeah.
balls out of
Right.
every attorney that I've worked for because she is actually passionate and gives a fuck about her cases. Now, here's the thing. Like, we're not on Legal Morse. We're not on my podcast. We're on your podcast. We're like, we could go a little bit beyond the normal realm of just, politeness. But Aaron actually cares about cases to the point where, like,
yeah,
she's texting the paralegals and, like, we have a group chat. And it could be like Saturday at 1:30 in the morning, and we're getting a text message. Hey, listen, I just thought about this. Make sure on Monday we talk about this. And
Hey,
she's
man.
The on Monday is an important part for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I send messages and I'm like, do not, I open the message with do not address this until Monday.
Yeah.
Like, you guys need your time off. That's a big deal to me too.
Hey, Aaron, I say the same shit to Amanda a lot. I try not to fuck with her on the weekends unless I have to.
Yeah.
Unless I have to,
Nope, it's Sunday.
yeah.
He did. He called me a couple Sundays ago, and he's like, "Oh fuck, it's Sunday."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I hang up.
work. It's okay.
Yeah.
I try
But
not
we
to fuck
don't.
people on the weekends, man.
the Mexican to me, like I'm still sending screenshots of messages that
You're
we're
in
getting
bed,
from
right?
clients.
I fucking work every weekend.
Hanging out.
I work every weekend too, but doesn't mean that the people that work for us have to do that shit.
Right. I agree. Because they don't have and they're not required to have the same investment.
Yeah.
And that's
absolutely.
okay. It's my job.
It is, and that's I'm glad we agree on that same shit. Like I take a lot of I'm not gonna say from who, but things happen.
I will say I do appreciate
you.
my weekends, though.
That's all about you.
I appreciate that you acknowledge that.
Yeah,
But at the same point, we don't give a fuck.
But at the same
If
time,
you
when-
have to ask something,
I work
Doesn't
for people.
matter.
Sometimes I work for people that don't appreciate that shit.
Yeah.
And I know that if I would appreciate if they did,
right?
but they don't. So but I try to pass it on to my people.
Well, here's the thing. Like sometimes you have to have that person who's 24/7 to keep it going because
No, you really don't.
You don't.
Nah,
Like,
man.
the courthouse isn't open.
Well,
So
the
here's
court-
the thing.
the courthouse-
Education is not 24/7.
No.
Courthouses are
Education
not
isn't, but learning is.
24/7. What?
You're right, man.
education isn't, but learning is.
Learning is, but our
Learn to
job
shut the
as-
fuck up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
that email that you
Now
sent
hold-
me at 9:00 on Saturday night, it's still
We
going to
do-
be in my inbox.
Now,
on
hold on a
Monday
second.
morning.
We do not
There-
do
But
I
I
was-
was sent it on
I-
Saturday
weekends
when I thought about
as
it.
often.
But
I
then-
will say though that when I needed to talk to my attorney and it was Saturday night at 10:00 at night, she answered the phone.
She did.
Aaron
And-
would pick up
Absolutely.
as well.
Right.
And
Right.
No, she wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
For
Well,
you,
For me.
because
Well,
I know you.
yeah.
But
yeah.
for
She
most
wouldn't.
people, I
For
wouldn't.
most people, she
And you know what? I want to get on the soapbox for a minute.
All right.
That isn't
And you
fair to
should.
my family.
Yes, man.
It's
I
not.
have a 9-month-old and I have a 10-year-old and I
Yes,
have a
ma'am.
husband. And if I dive into you, and I do family law, right? So if I have to dive into and put on my shoulders your emotional baggage,
Yeah.
also on a Saturday, fuck you for doing that to me. Fuck
Yes,
you for
ma'am.
expecting
Not
that
only
of me.
You should
Yeah.
charge extra.
And
Well, I need to unplug. I
Yeah.
really do. I really need to recharge with my family because if I emotionally am exhausted, when you come to me and you're like, oh my God, I haven't seen my kids in 3 months. What do? I'd be like, I don't give a shit. You made me fucking deal with you on Saturday. when I should have been with my kids. So
That's
you
it.
obviously don't have boundaries.
Yeah.
You don't respect
Yeah.
me. And it really does lower my empathy
Yeah.
or my ability to fight as ferociously
So
because I'm
let me just tell you my
exhausted.
situation. Okay.
oh,
my
God.
the
Should I charge
situation.
a consult fee?
Hold on a second before you get
Okay.
to your thing. 'Cause
All right,
I want to say one thing. So Aaron, Trish and Aaron known each other a long time.
Yeah.
Aaron handled a case just for fun, really for
Yeah, I
fun,
was
for Trish.
messing with somebody.
And then and I'm going through a misery of years of I'm divorced, man, and I'm going through misery of going to court, this thing.
How many
And
times did I say?
I mean, you should hire Aaron. But that's it. I'm glad I am glad you're saying that. Trish would say that to me time and time again.
Yeah.
But you see, at that
Over
time,
and over.
I'm spending more time with Trish,
Right.
me and Trish together, and then I'm spending time with Aaron, and I
Yeah.
know Aaron, and I did not want to be that. I didn't want Aaron. I value Aaron as a friend. Aaron's my attorney, but I value Aaron as a friend,
Mhm.
and I don't think there's been any time I really try to make sure that if me and you are hanging out,
we don't.
we don't talk about the shit.
Well, and I appreciate that because it is a heavy emotional burden.
Yes.
I get it. I'm strong. I'm sassy. That's all really well and good. But
Gang,
I
gang.
I actually care. That's
Yeah.
why I'm so passionate about it. So when you kind of put that on me in when I'm outside of work hours, it really does affect me for hours later. It
Oh,
takes
yeah.
me 2
I'm
or
sure
3
it
hours
does.
to unwind when I get home.
I'm sure
My
it does.
poor husband is let me just feed you. But I
Well,
do
yeah.
I really am. I'm babe, I really need to hang up the fucking phone and listen to music because I feel like a ornery bitch.
What do you
the
listen to?
week
I don't know.
before
Fancy
Everything.
Well, the
Ooh,
week.
Me too. I love it.
I love it.
I'm so sorry we never did that TikTok.
Me too.
So
I regret it.
Can
so
we
the
do it
week
now?
before,
Yeah.
like I actually we're gonna ask Aaron to be my attorney and stuff. We had hung out with Aaron, and like a case was going on of friends, and we have a mutual and stuff like that. And I go, man, we're never going to hang out with her again once we get this thing. And I just wanted to make sure that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, we want to respect the boundaries
If
of this
you
thing.
didn't, it would have. I would have just been like, I
Yeah.
can't do it because like emotionally,
Yeah.
like I have to like clock in.
Yeah. And I don't have the easiest of cases to deal with
Right.
at that time. So like, I was like, man,
I mean, it's easy now.
it's easy now. Yes, it's easy now.
Cleared that shit right up.
So,
They
so
could've-
yeah.
Could have been better.
Hey,
It took a lot of
Yeah.
undoing of some stuff. I had to like get
Oh,
very
yeah.
Can I just
creative.
tell you how incredibly disappointed I am with the Florida Bar Association?
yeah, we try
Yeah.
to
Just saying.
bridge that
They
thing
suck
carefully.
and they don't actually take complaints seriously.
Yes, we'll get to that, baby. You get
Are we?
to express your opinion in a bit. Give me a second. So, but anyways, like, so that was a big thing. That was a big deal. I didn't want to make sure that like we weren't going to bridge this thing, but we get to the point where I actually go into court, and the biggest anxiety in my life, like I would go to any fire, I would dive any dark ass pond in the city of Orlando. I would do whatever the fuck it took to never go to court.
Yep.
Because the anxiety of going to court, like for me, because when you get your ass kicked, like you're going in for an ass kicking, and I would make
Yeah,
sure.
but your attorney consented to the ass kicking
Yeah,
on a number of
absolutely.
times. Your former attorney, not this one.
Yeah. So basically, I would go in and I would just get my asshole kicked in, and I was just like, I was tired of it.
She then testified against you. That was flabbergasting.
Yes.
I don't even know if that's the
Yeah, so
proper
that's a-
tense of the word.
I
So-
feel like it is.
So the first time I go to court with Aaron, me and
I don't-
Aaron got
I don't know
together,
how she
and
still has a lady.
I don't understand why she even showed up that day.
To,
That lady.
to testify against you.
Yeah, she showed up and she testified against me,
Which is
against
Which is
the law,
totally
right?
ethical.
Against unethical.
unethical.
I don't really
Yes.
love the idea of me calling out another attorney's ethics. It's not the greatest, right?
Oh,
But it's
yeah,
the
I
truth.
feel
That's
that
what
every day
happened.
of the week.
But it wasn't great. Wasn't great. And I actually loudly objected to that in court. You heard me.
Yes.
And what was one of you won't remember this probably because you were so nervous, but I won't forget this. Like on your behalf, one of the things that the judge said is, "Well, Mr. Tavares, you now have a new attorney, and
Yeah.
based on what I've read in the docket,
Yeah.
I think that this case is going to change drastically for you
Oh,
and
yeah.
be much
Wonder
better."
Woman music playing in the background.
Hey.
And
Yeah.
I expect
What?
that the judge really said that,
Oh yeah.
That is fucking phenomenal.
and it happens.
Like, do you put that on your website?
You got-
in,
you
like,
gotta
big
watch. Let me
letters
tell you
and
what.
Be like,
Let me tell
and
you.
it happens.
the amount
Yes.
of times that judges have said like,
Jason,
"You're about to start winning."
He said it. He was like,
I
"This
don't
is
know.
about to start changing for you. I'm sure of it."
Hey man, you
And
got
then his wife fired the attorney a couple motions
Yeah.
later.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. The best thing I got to tell. I'll get to your hand here in a second, Patricia. I know you got. I acknowledge your question, but you got to understand this from my side. You know how many times I've walked in with the same judge, same people, just
Yes.
and the dude goes, the dude like, you don't know, like. There's one time I walked in there after like a 72-hour shift. Walk in there, like take a write up because I have to leave a job to come in,
Right.
To like get told all this thousands of dollars I gotta pay.
Yeah.
For just showing up that day. Like I just lost. I'm like, man. And then the dude walked in. I don't know how he released. I don't know if he kept a dove behind his desk, but Aaron walked in and he threw doves in the air. And shit. Like,
He really said he was glad I was on the case to
oh
clean it up.
man,
Hell yeah.
The man
it was all. It
That
was the
is
same
awesome.
judge.
that man,
The same judge.
same judge,
Same judge that had been like,
Oh, he goes,
Nice.
oh, you're on the Yankees now, son. That's all right. Go on and get,
Yeah.
go on and get.
"You're gonna be all right. It's all right. This is,
Walked
you know
in.
what? This is over now."
I
Are
ha-
you
This is-
I have
Are
to
you
say though,
sure this is the decision you want to make? Because Miss Morris is very knowledgeable.
I have to say,
and-
with my attorney, I got lucky. I got very lucky that from the beginning, it's always been the same one. So I was very lucky.
Always the same attorney or always the same judge?
No, same
Same
attorney.
attorney.
My attorney stayed with me the whole time and fought for me, just like you fought for
Yeah.
him and
I'm gonna
Trish.
tell you, I've
And
never seen
I-
that judge break dance
absolutely.
before, but he broke dance when we walked in.
And I hope she
One
doesn't
more
go
than one.
against you.
Yeah.
And I hope you don't go
I
against
hope
her.
as fuck she doesn't go against it. I hope she
Absolutely,
doesn't. Like,
absolutely.
You
I'm
can't win.
hoping
You
we
can't
can.
win.
We're gonna sign a disclosure.
That we know her,
We're gonna
so
sign-
that the opposing party cannot obtain her.
Exactly.
No, it's
Exactly.
not
No, Jason. In
It
post,
It
in
is.
post, I
It is
need you
now.
to insert like the
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
I'm just
Don't
kidding.
do it.
This is where like I wanted to interject real quick because like to attest to Attorney Morris's like
I'm drinking to
capability. Yeah. Well, we drank to Aaron.
Hey.
Yeah, we had-
So here's the thing. I had a case a few years ago where she came in and
Paternity.
no.
Is this my baby?
No. I am a unicorn,
Oh,
sir. I
damn
am
it.
36 years old without a kid. A Hispanic male.
That you
I
know
am
of.
a
That's a
fucking
lie.
unicorn.
Why
I
don't we
am
use the
fucking
word
unicorn.
allegedly anymore in the show? Allegedly.
I am a unicorn. But
Do you know that I wait every day for some random kid to knock on my door and say he's my dad?
I think I'm gonna get that knock as well.
that
Ooh.
Knowing
no,
my
man.
husband,
Yes.
No.
I think there's
No,
a chance
man.
that someone's
you might.
There's got to be another one out there.
Hey,
And the irony is, I'm like, oh, I wish a motherfucker would.
Oh!
Have another baby? That's a good one. I wish a motherfucker would.
welcome in, Mama.
that's
Oh,
funny.
I have
Under the wing.
another kid. Thank
Come in under the
you.
wing. Because she would win that
I
case.
love
Oh,
them.
yeah, I would think so.
Aaron would get like the baby inside a
custody.
woman's,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
custody. You know,
Yeah.
like I mean, that baby's inside you. That's mine.
yeah. And you're gonna pay me.
She'd agree.
And you're gonna pay me.
I don't.
Yes.
I
Legally.
agreed.
Legally, it would be your child
Yeah.
Goddamn
because
right.
it was
He's
born
not
to an
married.
intact marriage.
No, I like the way you think, but
No.
Oh my God!
I
Let
did
me
that to my dude.
find it. Let me find it. Here we go.
yeah, it wouldn't be born to the intact marriage because he ain't married to that hoe.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm the intact marriage.
Hey,
But no.
Also, any child I give birth to is his, whether he likes it or not. They're getting in the car, and you're having 50% time sharing.
yes,
If
ma'am.
we break up because I'm busy and they need a dad.
Yes.
Hey, how about,
And
how
you know how to
about
do
everybody that's live
Hey, you
right
know-
now? If you have a legal question, please go ahead and post that legal question, and we'll
Oh, I love it.
see if we can help you
No,
out.
let Patricia finish. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I also love this one.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. I had a case a few years ago where Aaron, the reason why I came to work for Aaron because like there was a lot of like, hey, I'm going to help you out. Let's get this going. And she came on my case.
Came on my case.
Came into
All over it.
oh, she came all
It's a
over it.
big-
Well, here's the
It's
thing, here's the thing.
sloppy ass fucking
I-
red
I
table.
splooged on that
We know.
docket.
I have
Change the
worked.
sheets.
Whatever.
I've worked criminal cases for over 5 years, and never in my life, and never in my legal career, have I seen a judge grant a motion before the
another good one.
attorney finishes her opening argument.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish this motherfucker up.
So let me tell you what the judge said in this particular hearing. Okay. So I show up to the hearing. We're there. Courtroom. It's tense. I'm ready. It's
Yeah,
my motion.
Like, shit is against us.
my argument, and I'm like, I'm gonna make this argument,
You
and
got
it's a
red bottoms
motion.
on.
It's a motion I had never made before, and I was like, here we go. I'm gonna
Hey,
try
might as
it.
well fucking
I'm gonna
go
try
in.
it because
Yeah.
there's a first time for everything, and
Yeah.
this is the first time for this right now.
We might as well try.
So I show up and I go, Your Honor, it's my motion. I represent the defendant. My name is Erin Morse. And she goes, let me stop you right now, Miss Morse. I know you. And I've read your motion. It's very well heard. And I called up this hearing only for the purpose of hearing the prosecution's reasoning for
Why they fucking up?
opposing your motion.
Oh, that is
literally,
amazing.
I was
literally
like-
a deer in the headlights. The state was just like,
And it isn't the kind of motion to what I asked
I like
for.
it.
What I asked for, and I can kind of be clear with this.
Yeah.
I asked to depose the victim a second time. Generally, they don't want you like
They don't.
harassing the victim,
Right.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
so,
yeah.
and deposing them a second time is like, we'll beat you up again. But, I had good reasoning, and
Yes.
I put that forth in my motion.
because my first attorney was an idiot.
I didn't say that, but I alluded to it. And I think the judge knew that attorney and was like, troll.
That bitch.
Glad
right?
you here.
Oh shit.
Proceed, ma'am.
Yeah, go on.
So I didn't argue it, and she was like, what do you, she did the equivalent of like, what do you have to say for yourself,
Yeah.
Missy? And I was like, oh, yeah, me. Okay. I was like, I'll sit down.
No, but seriously, like in my entire criminal career, I've never heard a judge like stop an attorney during opening statement.
Say no
Like,
more.
listen,
Basically, you
I
got
just want to
good.
hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
State was just
Who
like
would
deer to,
oppose this? I
deer
was
to
like,
headlights and like motion granted. And we're like, oh my
That's some
effing
fun
G.
shit, man.
Oh my effing G.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. So I did have a case against me a few years ago.
what
One.
were they trying to get you? Like, not what were they trying to get? What was your potential sentence
So
according to the statute?
I was facing 30 years.
What?
I was legit facing 30 years over an allegation over some bullshit shit. And here's the
Bullshit
thing, like
shit.
Aaron comes in, like a family attorney comes in on a first degree felony criminal case and gets the charges dropped.
Well,
Man, you
Well,
be
I do-
you be
I
eating
do
ass
love
right now.
how
In court.
ghetto
You be
that
you be in
Aaron
prison
can
eating
get
some ass and
at
some jelly
any
out of some
given
ass.
time.
Honest to God,
I feel like
Listen,
if it
probably
was
still
no
so
Aaron,
there were a couple of iterations of pleas,
Yeah.
and they didn't include jail time. They didn't, right?
they didn't.
So the plea was pretty good.
Yeah.
30 years or no jail time with a couple of other conditions that I didn't like. And I was like, so this is me. He had, because he's in the legal community, so he had the opportunity to bend the ear of at least seven
attorneys.
very well experienced criminal attorneys. So attorneys who have been doing criminal law for
Yeah.
a long time. I'm
One
talking
of
20
them-
year.
One of them defended Tigger, the one who hit the kid.
Yeah, no shit.
Figure-
Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know anything about that.
Yeah.
So, and I'm telling him, I'm like, based on these facts and the evidence we have, I was like, I
Yeah.
want an acquittal or
Yeah.
dismissal.
No. Give me the thing. No. Give me the thing.
Oh.
No.
Jeez.
No.
He's taking your toy away.
So
So, and I was like, no, I was like, I don't want you to plead to this. I don't like this one particular provision. I'm not for it.
Oh my
Like Lily.
god. Okay.
Lily
All right.
can play with
so
this. So he got a null pros, which is like
Yeah.
a dismissal with prejudice, meaning you can't refile.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
fantastic.
like it's amazing, bro.
Is that like
So-
double jeopardy?
Yes.
yeah. So-
Yeah.
You know, but Jason, you got some questions.
I'm sorry.
These Jason questions are gonna be great.
Oh,
I know he's been
I-
working on them for days.
yeah.
I'm
He's
ready.
been at this for days.
All right. So first of all, have you ever heard a judge
I'm sorry.
in court?
Yeah. I've heard lots of judges in court.
She can't hear that.
What?
She
She
can't
can't
hear
hear.
that.
She can't hear.
Yeah.
Keep your wife's name out of your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
All right.
She had no
So,
headphones on, but
yeah,
it's cool.
right.
What was it?
That Will
It was
Smith
the
screaming
Will
at
Smith.
Jamie
I didn't
Foxx.
What?
Will Smith
What?
screaming at Chris Rock. Sorry, I
Yeah.
said Jamie
Check
Foxx.
out episode 38. We talked about
Yeah.
that.
So there are so many different things that I've had allegedly. I mean, this is obviously just
I hate to interrupt you, Jason.
hypothetical.
It's always hypothetical.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Is there any update on your patient?
Yes,
with the
actually,
firework
yes,
on the thing that
absolutely.
happened there?
Oh my God.
There was the guy that had a firework
Fantastic.
across
I
his
can't wait.
chest, and
Well,
it's
we
hor-
left
Where are
off
we
last
going? Is this
time.
a question or are we telling a
Well-
I
story?
thought you were asking Aaron a question.
well, I was
She
going
has-
to, but
she has important things to do, so I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah, we
need
should
you to
probably
put
hold
the
off on
patient
the
on
patient
hold
then.
But
and speak
I
to
just-
Aaron.
Next
No,
time. We'll cover it next time.
I'll talk
But I
shit about
almost-
patients.
No.
No.
I mean, do we have any updates on Carol Baskin
No.
and
God
Bob
bless
Saget?
America.
Again.
Yeah.
Again,
All right.
this is a very
Listen,
VIP.
listen.
Guest.
You guys-
She has
okay.
places to go.
All right.
And
So-
Bob Saget?
Have I ever heard in court?
What
Have-
about
Be
what
quiet.
about
Two
free
minutes.
fall?
Go ahead.
All right.
2
Yep.
minutes.
Yep.
Thank you.
She's
Have we heard
boom.
anything
Okay.
We're off there.
So
Good.
And then,
about the free
how
fall?
many people have you represented that are in public safety?
A
Nah.
fair amount. I have a fair amount of firefighters are a big one. I got in with some firefighters.
Why is that? Do you think that we
And
can't
they
like stay
keep
together?
referring cases. I don't believe that. I actually, I got
Amanda,
a little.
she brought research on this shit. Karen, she looked this shit
Uh-oh.
up. Watch this shit, Aaron. Listen to this.
Actually,
Uh-oh.
So we looked this shit up today. This is pretty good.
the divorce rate for male firefighters is only 14%.
That's bullshit. That's
No,
It's three
that's
times.
well, that's
as
because we don't
high.
get married.
That's probably it.
So we looked it up like multiple places, and
Yeah.
really, it's more the women that are firefighters
Yes.
that get divorced most of the time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all I should think.
They're 3
So,
times.
real quick,
However, we have a 77% divorce rate against us because we came into our marriage with kids
Oh,
from
yeah.
other
So
relationships.
Oh, that's a different statistic.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So basically, if you have
Bingo.
marriages from kids from previous people, and then
Yeah.
you get married.
I love firefighter divorces.
Oh, I know. I want to get into that shit.
Why? Because
Let's
you
do
like
it.
their
Let's
side
do
or
it.
the wife's side.
I like their side. I like
All
the firefighter
All
side.
right. So this
And let me-
this is a real question.
Let
right
me super briefly tell you why.
here. Go.
Because the wife is always like, he works 24-hour shifts, therefore he can't have time with the children in an equal way. I don't give a shit about that. I go, he has more days off during the month than fucking you
You do.
do.
That's
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
bitch.
That
Go ahead,
works.
fucking suck a
So-
dick.
Stupid bitch.
How are you gonna
Teach it,
say
bitch.
you don't know? So what I do is I prepare like a 6 to 9 month schedule of what his schedule looks
69
like.
months?
That's
a long time.
You see, right? You know, so 6 months usually is my favorite, but if I have to go longer, I will.
That was
Right?
heard. Yes.
And I show the court how not only can 50-50 time sharing work, but the mom can have her weekends and dad has equal time and days off without the
Yes.
children. I'm like, so how could you say that time in his job is the reason? Because they all think that's the reason. And this is my argument. I go to the judge and I'm like, their argument is that their schedule is inconsistent. I said, but it's not. And Your Honor, you're intelligent enough to follow along with every third day. And that is what they intend to insult you about.
You ain't
Yeah,
got no
and then-
That you don't
and then
know
I hear
how to
in the
follow
background-
every 3 days. And let me show you a little chart. It's like diagonal.
Yes, it's
In
so pretty on a calendar.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, you got to turn Trish on.
I don't remember. We
Uh-oh.
talk about
Sorry.
everything,
We
Trish.
did, but when you present stuff to the judge and say, you know, this doesn't actually make sense
So
because
that's
it
an
doesn't
example.
actually make sense.
That's an example of one. If
And
I'm
that
like,
is
if
why
her
you should-
argument doesn't
But-
make sense,
Patricia,
That
can you fix
his-
your camera, please?
that his
Yes, of course.
I just saw a boob, a hand and a boob.
Yeah.
other way,
That's much better. Okay, there we go.
that
Now we got both boobs.
Yes,
that you know
thank
his
you.
schedule doesn't make sense or it's too
Oh.
confusing.
No,
Right.
makes perfect sense.
I was like,
So
then
it
they're
doesn't make
insulting
sense
your
because-
intelligence.
because it doesn't actually make
And
sense.
then I
You
do
should-
one of these. I
you
go,
should-
does it make sense that by simply being a firefighter, they're not a good parent? They were a
Yeah.
firefighter the whole relationship and
The
had a
whole
baby.
time.
Now, okay, so here's another
or,
question.
or a drug
It-
dealer.
Now,
Sometimes they're a drug dealer the
How-
entire relationship.
how
one of those
many
cases.
of those guys?
Oh, yeah,
How many of
yeah,
those?
you know.
How many people like fight for their kids? How many guys, males, fight for their kids?
In general,
fight-
if- so you know, you're
Legit.
asking these from a statistical standpoint as if I have the capability of giving you like all cases. So I can't
Yeah.
answer that.
Yeah.
But
I
in
don't need
general,
numbers, but like
so-
you've obviously dealt with a lot.
So in general, there's another thing to think about. In general, if a
That was a boob
person,
bump.
yeah, it's like my titty movement.
That's a titty bump right there.
So if they are landing in my office, it's because they want to fight for their children.
Yeah.
Nice,
You don't generally land in my office if you're like, I really don't care if I have, only 1 weekend a month.
Yeah.
You're
who
You're
gives a
not
fuck?
coming to me.
I want a
First of all, I'm
quesadilla.
expensive, right? I am. I'm very expensive. I'm sorry because I'm worth it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I.
But
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
you are.
So
Yeah.
I'm not. And
But
on
you
my.
get your money
I
back.
have-
You get
I
your
have
money
always
back in the
thought you
long
were
run.
amazing.
If you
Absolutely.
yeah.
You get your money back in the long run because you don't understand, man. Like pay.
Oh no, I do.
Yeah.
Trish does.
Listen, like when you work a job where you don't get a check, you like people don't know that. Like I remember Chiefs writing me the fuck up at work for like bringing me in the office and saying shit to me, and I said, you understand, sir, that I come here every third day,
Yeah, we need to
9 days-
fix that. That's
9 days a
not
month.
happening no more.
9 days a month,
Oh, it's
and I haven't received $1 from this job. I don't get a check from here. I
Right.
come here because I have to, because it keeps me out of prison, and I don't
Right.
like sucking dick, so I don't want to go to prison and
Oh, at
suck
least you're
dick.
not at a bus
So
stop.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like
don't
that's
matter
why
where
I
you're
come to
doing
this
it.
job.
That's where he picks patients.
And by
up.
the way, sir, I'm coming from the job that keeps me from being homeless. So I had to work another job.
Right. Two
to come into
jobs.
this job
Exactly.
because I got to pay for
and
somebody
some
else.
bitch works
Yes.
how many hours a week?
What's that?
I said the bitch works how many hours a
Hey,
week?
listen, we're
None?
not talking about her. We're talking about me.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
just
the thing.
saying the
You
other
important.
person that
Yeah.
is the other parent works
Hey, listen, like that being what it is, like people don't understand that. So you
Right.
get your money back
Right.
when you get a good attorney that's gonna make decisions for you.
So to answer your question,
You know?
if you're in my office, all of them.
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
So
good.
like from my statistics internally, I'm like, they fight for their children every time.
Now, how
Okay.
many females come to you?
I want to say I have just slightly more males, but I do represent
I
females as
will
well.
say-
It's
I will
65
say
45.
that I-
It's 65 35.
Oh, okay.
I do tell a lot of males about her just because of
All right,
how
enough.
much.
Enough of the
I'm
boobs.
serious.
No, him.
I,
We need to see your face when you're talking.
because of how much she does fight for the right family values, and if you're gonna be a good parent, then she is gonna fight tooth and nail for you.
Yeah.
So like, I think she is amazing for dudes that are trying to do the right thing with their kids.
All right.
And there are not that many attorneys that do that.
And because I'm passionate about that, if someone comes into my office and I've discharged these clients.
I know.
Yeah, I know. So if you come into my office and you're like, I think I don't want to be there. I think I don't want my kid. I'm not, every other weekend
You're
is
like,
fine with me. I'm like,
I'm not your
the
attorney.
I'm not the attorney for you. This doesn't feel right. I don't like it. I don't like it for your kids. I don't want to do this. I don't like the way this looks on paper.
Yeah.
I don't like what this future looks like for you. Can you not? Go away. I'm not yours.
All right.
And that person also doesn't want to throw down
No.
what I'm
And-
charging.
And they don't want to. Yeah, they don't want to pay for that.
So hypothetically speaking, let me
Hypothetical.
like not putting words in anybody's mouth. So let's say you have a kid out of wedlock,
Mhm.
and somebody
I love where
and
this is
somebody
going.
and
No
some-
rights.
and somebody
For the father.
basically says like, "Hey, this is you have no rights to this kid." That
The
person,
wife, the mom.
the mom does.
Well,
Sorry.
she's not
wife.
married to anybody else or anything like that, but clearly this is your kid.
It's true. They have no rights.
Yeah.
You need me.
So then at that point in time, does that dad have any rights to that kid?
Nothing.
Zero.
None.
And if she goes for child support through like the child support
That was loud.
through the child support office, I felt like that was like the announcer at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Through like the child support office, we call it the Department of Revenue here in Florida. They won't establish your right to see your child.
Unfortunately, yes.
Wait, what?
So that's
What did
mine.
you
That's
just, wait, what
that's-
did you just say?
If they go through the Department of Revenue, if
Uh-huh.
a mom goes through the Department of Revenue, so you can't relate, but
Right.
if the mom goes through the Department of Revenue, they establish only child support and not time sharing.
Yeah, but we're okay and everything's good.
So what if dad does?
We're just not married.
What if dad does what?
What if dad tries to get food stamps?
So if dad tries to file with the Department of Revenue to get child support, if he hasn't before established paternity, he has no right to that. And if you call me, I'll write a letter and that shit will get shut right the fuck down.
Her letters
Oh.
were miracles.
How do you
just
know,
saying.
Trish?
Oh,
So,
She
so,
shut down a country.
so basically, what would the steps be for like the dad to go through though? Like he would have to go
You
get
just
chest
call me.
and
I'll
shit.
send you some forms to fill out. I handle it.
407
And then-
900
I do. I handle it. Once
She
you
does.
hire me, again, not cheap, good.
No.
all right.
So you hire me and I send you a bunch of emails. You're going to fill out the emails.
Get ready. Put your
I'm-
seatbelt on.
Beastie
yeah.
boner, is that what you
Put
said?
your seatbelt
Beastie
on.
boner,
What
yeah.
are you talking?
Oh.
Boner. Beastie boner.
It's not a fucking saying.
Porcupine.
Wow. Okay. Ready? Seatbelt.
I'm not.
Is
ready.
You're not- I know you're not ready.
Is this a
I know you're
Jason
not ready.
scenario?
No.
Oh,
This
please
is
don't say that.
absolutely
Yeah, we
not
got
me.
we don't have
Any
that
way,
long.
shape, or form. Not me at all.
Me and
but
birthday buddy been at it all day, so we
If-
gotta go.
let's say you have a final judgment that says all of these things.
And you've
Okay.
established a parenting plan. There's your
Everything is
magical
done,
word.
right? And you're not actually you're doing what you're supposed to do, following your final judgment, going through all the states.
This already
going through all
sounds petty. I'm
stack.
ready.
Oh my god, it's
Oh, you
so
would-
fucking petty.
She's bored. already.
Tell me how it's fair.
Oh, it's
Nah,
never
she's
fair.
bored.
Tell me how it's fair
It's never
Never
fair.
fair.
that both parents have to agree on every fucking thing
You don't.
Why?
because
You can't. That
because
doesn't happen.
You've got a
It's
special
always-
circumstance. I've guided you very kindly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
You're not a legal attorney. Let
I
him talk.
bet you wish you knew me since your children were born, like Trish has.
Oh.
And I have told her from day one what to be doing.
Love it. Okay.
So she is very fortunate.
yes.
Okay.
I
For a
am.
lot of
Down here, son.
reasons.
Yes.
Her baby
that is the
daddy's
truth.
so dumb. We pulled some fast ones. He don't know. He
Yes.
don't know. He don't know.
Allegedly.
I waved at him today.
Allegedly. Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Hey, ladies.
So
Hey, ladies. How you doing?
we have
I'm not conspiring against you in the background. So
I will say
So
we
let
have,
me tell you
you
why.
have to both agree.
Do you
which
want me to tell you
means-
why?
Which means that
You don't have
the
to
other
both
person
agree.
always wins. Always fucking wins because it's just a no. No, I don't agree. No, whatever it is, I don't agree.
Go.
Go.
So do you want me to tell you? I
I
have a
want you
couple
to
of
tell me whatever.
bitch. You gotta let me speak.
Shut
You
the
can
fuck
answer
up.
the question when I finish the question.
She
Shut the fuck
can't
up,
hear
is
the
what
man.
I'm sorry. It's her fault. She doesn't like headphones.
So, do you want me to answer this question from a psychological standpoint, from a sociological and historical standpoint, or from a legal standpoint?
Well, the only one that matters is legal
Okay,
because the other fucking two
So-
apparently don't matter.
they
Because
do.
They don't matter.
They don't
And I
matter.
wish they did because my fucking child is traumatized because of what's
I
going
love
on.
that you think that they don't matter, because
Go.
Florida law has taken into consideration both the sociological history and the psychological impact of one parent having custody over the other and the parents not choosing to co-parent in effectively. So the problem with your co-parenting relationship is probably the two of you. I bet both of you are to blame. Sorry.
No,
No, it's true.
it's true. It's
Right.
always both parents.
Right. Right.
It always is.
Right.
Like, I'm not fuck. I'm.
Because your co-parent sucks. And I fucking wish I could clean his clock.
Allegedly.
I'm
Yeah,
serious.
allegedly.
It always.
She doesn't
Allegedly.
say that. This is my opinion.
It is.
I'm like, let me clean
What-
his clock.
So who's the judge that we needed?
She don't. She does. Listen,
we've never
Judge,
been to court.
guided
Judge so and so.
Listen,
Don't
We've never,
use
we've
this
never been to
in.
court.
Here's the funny thing.
Co-parenting is very difficult, especially
it is always going to
in
be difficult.
relationships that you
Why do you
have
think
left.
it doesn't have to be? Why do you think that you can break up with somebody and then it's going to be easy?
I'm glad that's a good setup. I said I threw this ball up and it's still going.
Because-
I peed.
I don't
I talked
give
to a
a
guy in the bathroom.
Where in the bathroom?
Dude, no, real quick. When I went to the bathroom, I gave her card.
They should be in the
Oh
bathroom.
yeah, absolutely.
So
And
the
if
thing
you
is
need
that
anything,
why do
just
you
go
think
to-
it should be easy?
Bro, there's a part two.
It's
to
not,
this.
it's not
Because
easy no matter
okay.
what
Whenever
iteration
you
you
have kids
get.
involved, it is never easy.
This
No
is
matter
why-
what
Always want the
iteration-
best for them.
Right, no
is
matter
why-
what iteration of custody, it is never gonna be.
But what happens when both parents don't want what's best for the child?
That doesn't make any sense.
You're right, it doesn't. But that's the reality.
What do you mean by like they don't want what's best?
Yeah,
like
that's-
they want,
yeah.
like they want to feed their child crack cocaine in their
Let them
cereal?
do it.
Yes. They want
Well, then DCF
to,
should step in.
they want to deprive
DCF.
treatment and they want to deprive proper nutrition.
You should hire Aaron.
and they want to
Allegedly.
say
Hold on.
no
People are saying
to
allegedly enough.
everything just
Allegedly.
because it wasn't their idea first.
But you have a constitutional right to be a shitty parent, not to be neglectful, not to be abusive,
But what happens
but you can be
when-
mediocre.
But what happens with the other parents not shitty? That it's okay.
Then
to
the
still
children,
be
actually,
shitty?
psychologically, the children receive about 85 to 96% of the benefit.
Numbers.
Only one parent needs to be a very good co-parent, and the children receive the majority of the benefit of co-parenting relationship.
Well, that's
So
good to know.
in every relationship, you know it. Boo, I got you.
Sorry.
I've had your
I was
back
just,
for
making you
years.
make
I
sure you're
know.
in front.
I know.
So in every co-parenting relationship, and this is just my theory on it, there is and every contentious co-parenting relationship, right? When there's this kind of difficulty, there's a parent, and then there's an eat shit parent. So the
Boy,
eat shit
Tribble.
parent, I'm going to be honest with you, is the better parent because they just eat shit sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Yeah, I took that. I took that
did
differently.
I did
That,
too.
but that's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
where
you
you
take
go.
it and you just suck it up and deal
Yeah.
with it.
Suck it up and
Exactly.
deal with it for
Because
the
you-
benefit
You're like,
of
do
your
you-
children.
do you-
Absolutely.
Trish is the eat shit parent.
Yes. So are
yeah, I think
So
I think
you know,
Aaron's right in that. In
As
that
long
sense.
as you get to the point where you're like, I accept the fact that I'm an eat shit parent and that's my role. I just got to eat some shit so my fucking kids have a decent relationship with the other parent. That's a big goal. Big goal.
I do envy some of the like relationship sometimes and the sharing and the things that happen and that because it didn't really happen in my case. You know what I'm saying? Like where like things don't work, but I do allegedly may employ a couple people that do go through situations that I a lot of times go, man, you don't have to put up with that.
Right. There are
Like that-
limits,
like, there
right?
could
There
be-
are limits. And
There should be.
We have an attorney on staff that can help you fix them.
Like you have I think sometimes people agree to things and I don't want to like at the end of the day, let me just say one of the things I did tell people before we started this,
Hour 15.
my people, yeah, we're gonna close it here in a second. Is this that we don't want to talk shit about other people that aren't here to defend themselves.
right.
You know what I'm
Sure we
saying?
do.
So that's
I'll
the
talk
one
shit
thing.
about
Yeah,
anyone.
yes, I understand you do, but you know, I have a situation right now that we need to
Objection.
talk to somebody. So
We've got like
So-
3 more hours to talk about.
yeah. But the thing is this, man, and
we're
it's that,
moving it to our OnlyFans.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
Those are titties are.
I was gonna say, are we gonna
OnlyFans.
topless for
Some
that?
people's titties are coming out.
Everybody's topless.
Yeah. So
Save it for the page.
yeah, but
Check out our
people
Patreon.
do agree to things sometimes that they like. You don't know, like just in the.
Every
I
day.
know. In my situation, I agree to a lot of things just to
Oh
be
my
fucking
God.
done with it.
Oh, I wish.
Some things I didn't even agree to. Some things are just done, you know, and like I just signed. You don't know anything, you know, about that stuff.
Your attorney's like, here, this is what's best for you.
I think that
And then you sign.
I don't handle it
and
that
you're
way.
supposed
you know
to.
I don't. I explain everything like
You're
I'm not
supposed to
saying
agree,
you. I'm
but
like,
that's why you're paying that person that is educated in law.
yeah,
You're
Listen.
doing that for a reason.
yeah, but
I
you
am
got.
not saying Aaron. Aaron
Yeah.
explains
I'm not saying-
everything incredibly well.
Right.
I think
But
that
every damn lawyer should be doing it the same way. And that's not right. that they're
Unfortunately, man,
not.
that's not just.
No.
So no. I'm sorry. I have to interject on this one real quick. As a party involved in this that sees literally both sides, the attorney, the client. Because here's the thing: as a paralegal, we pick up whatever you have to say, and we filter it out to the attorney. Because here's the thing: your emotions and it's literally your emotions that are controlling your case. But here's the thing: the attorney's going to come in and put logic to whatever you are dealing
Two.
with.
Can
Yeah.
I go? Can I go?
Yeah.
Go.
Hey,
Go.
y'all go, but we got close here in a second. So, go ahead and
We
go.
got stuff. We got stuff.
But to break it down.
Don't be in the bathroom talking, because I know you.
That's what they're going to do. That's what we're going to do.
I know that one. She talking in the bathroom the whole time.
Yeah. So like we got there we go.
Some more. There you go. Somebody else to get on the thing.
Exactly. So with all that being
Eye
said,
candy on the
with
candy.
all that being
Uh-oh.
said, there are a lot of factors that get
Bit lower.
overlooked during a family proceeding.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, both sides, whether it's the petitioner or the respondent, 90% of the time, their emotions are running the case. You could say that like
This whole thing is built on emotion, bro.
It's
Like that's how you get there,
it's
man.
literally,
Like,
it's literally built on emotion. But here's the thing: that's why the attorneys have to come in, who put all the emotions aside and literally put in the child's best interests at heart. Now, mind you,
Hey.
not all cases have to deal with child.
I don't think it's not equal on both sides all the time, and you know, like it's
guarantee
not.
you.
It is fucking not.
No.
Because you know, I sit when you sit off to the side and you hear other people's stuff going on, like you know, like you do, but you see
Yeah.
you see the shit.
On a
And,
fucking
and you
daily.
know, and like when you have the exchange vantage point to be able to see both sides, because you know you can see both sides through other means, you know, allegedly, right?
Yeah.
And you see both sides, and you go, God damn, man, like that don't make no fucking sense to me at all whatsoever. And then somebody tells you, you know, and it's not that these people work for me that like I see the shit. I'm just telling you that the when I stand and I go, man, that doesn't seem right, even if I didn't know the other people involved.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't seem right. And when that doesn't seem right, like you just got to call a spade a spade.
And you know what?
I don't give a, and you know, I'm not trying to advertise Aaron's shit. Like I am trying to advertise Aaron's stuff. But what I'm saying is that sometimes you may have signed the wrong paper.
So
Well-
real quick, as a third party, witnessing and listening to everything that's going on, what like
turn the mic?
what's your take on all
camera
this?
so we can see your face?
She has some. She said,
Turn the camera so we can see you.
Oh,
she
hey.
said no, she can't.
Okay.
She don't want to be on camera.
There you go.
All right, so there it is.
All right.
So she said is not her monkey, not her circus.
Not her monkey, not her circus.
Yeah. But the reality is this, man. Like sometimes things you agree to try to get the best you can out of the situation. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You agree to try to get the best you can out of the situation. So you sign things to do it. Like I'm telling you from the standpoint of there is years of shit that I still have to do because I just wanted to get away
Right.
from
Get
the
it over
situation.
with, get it
And over.
done.
I'll
Yeah.
take whatever I can take, right?
Right,
And that's
right.
what you did. Like
Yeah.
not you, but allegedly somebody else may have done. You took what you could take to get out of the situation.
I still will say that I got a great deal with everything that I did. There was nothing wrong with anything. Hold on.
Well, I was going to say this, Aaron, you were going like,
Just kidding.
All right. So I'm happy with what I got because I fucking won.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, if you read my final judgment, the judge actually states in the final judgment a lot of the things that are against the other party, like legitimately states like
Is it real or is it so that he seemed impartial?
it was she.
It's not
She.
the
It was
public
she.
divorce.
And it-
No, it was real. There's
No, it was
I'm
legit.
just kidding.
Yeah. No,
But yeah,
it was
but-
legit. But the problem is when I don't want to have to fucking continue to fight the rest
It's
of my
gonna
life
be
for
my
my
it.
kid.
At least
The
you-
only answer I have to that comment is you should have married better.
you
I
did
didn't
marry.
marry.
You didn't marry her.
So
You should have fucked better.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucked good. He put a baby in it.
So,
He fucked really good. He put a baby in the motherfucker.
so if I may, earlier today, well, here's the thing. Aaron Morse has a TikTok. We have TikTok, we have social media, we do a lot of crazy stuff. But here's the thing. Like,
I don't dance.
You don't dance.
Not on TikTok.
Your,
Why
milk,
not?
your milkshake is good without dancing.
That's
Hell
right.
Yeah, goddamn right.
They all in the
You don't
ad.
have to dance.
I see what you
Jiggle.
did there. But here's the thing. Earlier today, you released a video that hit hard. And here's like I don't know if you've watched the comments come in.
Hit
I
hard.
haven't
We
recently.
have a lot of comments coming in regards to mental health and like focusing on your case. Like, do you remember
Yeah.
what you said on today's story?
I mean, like mostly. I made it a reel, so it's there forever for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Listen, we got another show. When is the show, Amanda? When we on
May
there?
6th.
May 6th. We're gonna be on this topic and stuff. And
It's gonna be
Did you
Yeah.
before we go? Did you have any other questions? Anything I could rapid fire answer?
Probably not.
Oh, absolutely.
there's-
I've got all kinds of stuff.
Jason
like,
is not known for rapid fire.
It's gonna
all right.
be
Sometimes that's what you need.
It's
Uh,
gonna
all right,
get
so I have a-
easier.
If he would have rapid fire, we wouldn't be in the situation we're in now.
all right,
So is today the day we start the Patreon, or
Yes.
here we go.
like
So
move
I
it
have
privately,
I have a scenario.
like a paid Patreon?
Oh, we have a scenario. We have questions.
I have a scenario.
Should we move
So-
this to the Patreon?
There we are. And your child is traumatized, and your child needs help.
Oh my
And
God.
all you want to do is help your own child.
This is the
And
honey
you
bear. The
ask,
honey bear's out.
you ask,
Smooth pork
you
pie.
do the best you
Sweet
can.
boy.
All you want, your child even asks for somebody to
Why
talk
are the
to
engines on?
really know what
because we're in the helicopter, motherfucker. Jesus.
He's an angry honey bear. He's an angry honey bear is out.
This just in, we're in the helicopter. All right.
All right.
So seriously.
Hey, you know,
Your own child asks, and you want to have your child talk to somebody, a therapist, somebody that's trained. Doesn't necessarily mean to be somebody that's certified, but the public school system is okay with them being a person to talk to,
this
right?
is where the story gets long.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Allegedly.
And you want your child to talk to that person, and because you have to agree, the other person says no.
So
Done.
you is
The
it?
other person says
is
no.
Can I get some clarifying information because you spoke in a lot of vagueness, right?
So let me
So we're
let
gonna
me
need
clarify.
to
do you want your child
continue
to
this for the
speak?
next time.
Do you want your child to speak to a therapist or a school counselor?
No, we're gonna just gotta continue this.
I can answer this. in
I
my
will.
phone.
I will have.
There's a law on it.
Okay, so here, my
Therapist or
child.
school counselor. Is
Okay.
that what you want?
My child has already talked to his therapist.
Allegedly.
The other party has said after the therapist was talking to her, said, nah, I don't want you to talk to that therapist anymore. So you can't do that. So now my next option would be the school.
No, there isn't.
We got a lot of hands
I'm
raised
going to
in.
stop you right there.
No
There's
attorneys on
actually
this
a
side.
statute that says only one parent needs to consent to the treatment.
I'm gonna need
That's
that.
a statute.
Patricia, I'm gonna need that statute.
No.
So we can do it
You-
right now
I mean,
because
you can-
the therapist
He doesn't
says,
need the stat. He don't do legal research. He's a paralegal. I'm a lawyer. Lawyer. don't do
Goddamn
legal
right.
research.
I do some marketing.
Goddamn right. You're at the right person.
And that's the thing.
Go ahead and put yourself in 10 minutes.
Love it.
So the statute says that you can consent to it individually and you can do that and the fucking case is closed. She can object and that's on the therapist that may refuse to
Goddamn
provide
right.
treatment.
but the therapist refuses.
Nah, you were tagged in.
No.
She tagged me in. She tagged me in. So here's the thing. We have a.
What are you doing? Hold on a second. What are you doing?
Be quiet.
This needs to be continued somewhere else.
On
Yes.
Patreon.
Yeah.
On Patreon.
No.
Hey, listen.
This will
Paid.
continue
Hey, we
on the
It
second.
won't.
on the
We'll be
second
too
part.
tired. We'll forget.
No.
Hey, no, we won't.
We'll forget. We need to continue it now.
If
All right, Patricia, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If I may, tomorrow we're sitting down
It
with
looks like a glazed donut.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? I see what you're saying.
Like a Boston
Yeah, like
cream.
so shiny.
Well, no,
Here I look normal.
Yeah.
This I'm like,
Well, here's the thing. Tomorrow on Legal Morse of Action, which is available at morse-firm.com or on Facebook or on YouTube. But here's the thing. We're sitting down with
with a therapist.
Diana Gomez, who is a life coach, who talks about mental
Oh man,
health.
we got a thing against life coaches on this show. You know that.
I want to be a
Goddamn,
life
you brought up the wrong
coach.
goddamn word.
I don't.
Right.
She's not a life coach, is it? I don't know. She's
We
something.
got brought the wrong goddamn word up
You
on this
told me
fucking
to book
place.
her that booked her.
I like her.
I like
Is she?
it too.
She.
Is she taking kayaking? For a lot of
No.
money?
I wouldn't go.
No.
I wouldn't show up.
totally would.
So again, one party consent for psychological
Carlos.
Yeah.
I could totally get that.
Hey,
therapist, right? One part. It require the law says one party consent. If the two of you continue to disagree, you file a motion and have the court award the ability of one party to choose. It's not that the court makes the decision. It's that the court delegates the decision making on this very specific
There you go.
topic to one party. That's how you fix it. It's a quick fix. It's not relatively that expensive. So if you got a lot of complaints, it's because you ain't researched it enough or you haven't talked to the right attorney.
Because
it's a decent fix.
You got no legal nipples.
I ain't done shit because, like you said, I'm trying. You know, I do the
you try.
accepting.
You, yeah.
I try to get by. I try not to fight
'Cause
every
it's-
fucking thing.
It's real sus to the court if
Garcia.
it's real sus to the court if one
Really?
party is unwilling to agree to psychological
You know,
treatment.
Aaron, is while you guys were in the bathroom, this is the one thing we were talking about is that sometimes you get in this situation where you agree to things because you just want it done and over with.
You
it-
did a
it-
shit ton of that. I'm still
yeah,
mad.
Yeah. You
I
know,
fixed it, but I'm mad.
but you know, like
Me too.
I do think that one of the glorious things about going on Aaron's podcast here, you know, when we
Legal
do
Morse
it.
of Action.
Oh, I was
more
like,
is- more-
did you
more-
just call me out for
Yeah.
talking too much?
No. I think
not at all.
one of the things that's going to be great about that is that you can we can really get into some of these things, like
Yeah.
you know, in the sense of when you're a 19-year-old kid and you get married, and then now you turn into a 30-year-old man and you realize, man, this is not where I want to be, and this is the things that you agree to a lot of shit, but you know, like
Also, by the way, can I say something?
yes,
It's so fucking okay for you to not want to be in that situation anymore. It's
Yeah.
very toxic for people to be like, we just fix things.
yeah,
No, bitch.
no.
Sometimes it's the wrong person.
No.
And two good people can separate and show their children the example of two good people having separated.
yeah,
So it also teaches your children the life lesson that if someone's mistreating you, just because you're married doesn't mean you should stay.
yeah, absolutely, and you know that's the thing, you know, like,
I hate that shit.
and you know, then I
Here's another
do
life
think.
lesson that I really feel like you should never mind.
I do know. Listen, real quick, as we go around the room, real quick, the closing. I do think that people get into situations.
I want to hear what Trish said.
What'd you say,
No,
baby?
you don't.
I did.
Go ahead and
We'll
say your
talk
thing
about it
before you close. You think? You don't close anything?
Yeah, apparently we're censored here. So
No, me and
Just
Trish have
fuck
a lot
up,
of
don't
secrets
say
with each
anything.
other.
We do.
I know
Do not
things
say
about
anything.
Trish.
Yeah.
No one else knows. Trish knows things about me. That's why when she was like, "Can I talk about
Hey.
what we talked about earlier?" and I'm like, "I tell you everything." No,
I do think though that your situation is so unique that there's so much like
You know what
allegedly somebody in the staff's position is so unique that like they agree to a lot.
Yeah. You know what I've always wanted to do? And I would waive their fee, but obviously they waive attorney-client privilege.
And this is why like we're
I
here.
mean, I'll pay you $1.
I would like to do
Get outta here.
I would like to do like a live or an on-air or kind of a public consultation with somebody.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
You could
Oh,
see what
hell
it's
yeah.
like.
I was saying that for
Yes.
the year and a half.
I mean, you have done.
No.
You,
For you.
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, no.
Not
You
for
have
me.
done-
Not for
you
me.
have
Yeah,
done
Not
that
me.
a lot
Yes,
for,
yes,
like
yes.
But
a lot of people that we have referred to you.
Yeah.
one
I've
of our
really
one
fixed
of
their
our
problems.
I know you have.
Well,
And
just real
The
quick.
ridiculous thing is that like some of the people that I do refer to you, they're like, "Can you call her again? Can you call her again?" Like I guess I got cold feet. Can you call her
Yeah.
again?
Oh man,
No,
that's
fuck
crazy.
you. You're
Yeah, well,
Well,
like I made enough phone calls. Fuck you. You're gonna have to pay this.
well,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Right.
this is
I
where,
love
like,
you, but
well, this is where,
Right.
like,
At some
Enough
point,
is
you
enough.
know, yeah.
I have to interject real quick because a lot
she
of the
has
times
to make. She has to feed her family.
Right.
no. It's not,
Yes.
it's worth
no,
it.
it is.
no.
She has to
Everybody,
feed her
it's
family.
worth it. It doesn't fucking matter.
I want to know who your attorney was because you're very happy with it.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that she is kicking ass for her client.
She's taking names.
She's
too.
She-
no, she's not
obviously.
even taking names.
I
because-
can't remember anyone's name.
Yeah, but somebody's taking names.
Jason.
Somebody is. The judges are. The
Jason.
judges are like, oh.
Let's
Half of the judges have been on our podcast.
Jason, let's close
Perhaps
this up.
the one who
What you got?
complimented in your case
Yes.
was on my podcast.
Oh,
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Phones are gonna die over here anyway. So what you got, Jason, before we close this thing up?
all right. So, we're talking about legal things. We're talking about fighting for your children. Do the shit. Go for
What
it.
shit?
You go for whatever
Cool.
you need to do for your
Or
children,
be the eat shit.
and whatever it takes, you need to do it. You
Yeah.
know, I had a buddy of mine that I referred to, or actually a couple of people referred to, a lawyer, and he's like, he didn't take her advice.
Yeah.
Like,
I have
if you
seen it
gave
a
somebody
million
advice and
times.
they don't fucking listen to you, that's their own fucking fault.
To me, but if you took the advice of your former lawyer,
Hey man.
fuck.
Yeah.
I'm so
Well,
mad.
yeah, no,
I'm
it's
so
true.
mad. I'm
Well,
so mad.
I guess-
Like I feel personally slighted by it.
You have
That's
to
true.
know. You have to have some common sense. So anyway, fight for your rights.
Right.
You
Just like the
gotta fight.
Beastie Boys would say. Hey, birthday buddy. Birthday buddy, what you got?
And you're not wrong. We're in it for the kids, and everybody should be on the same team, and everybody should want what's best for that kid. And it's not fair. They didn't choose this life.
Next.
What's that?
Trisha next.
I love Trish.
I love you too.
I do. I
You
really
know,
do. I really do.
I do still think that allegedly birthday's buddy's position and somebody else's position is pretty unique,
Yeah.
which I think is a pretty unique just episode to have on its own. You know what I mean? In that sense, because I do again think, man, that there's a lot of things that sometimes like another party agrees on that affects another person you're with.
Yeah.
Like, like there's a lot of things me personally, I agree to a lot of shit that affects Trish in the long run. You know what I mean?
It's and frequently short run, long run, daily.
However you want to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you fucking sign a lot of shit and then agree and it fucks the other person up.
Yeah, you guys can't get divorced
Oh no.
You're gonna be fucked.
Yeah. Oh.
because Trish is my.
Apparently, we
sorry.
can't get divorced either.
Hey,
It's Trish.
you know the funniest thing is I remember telling people that I was homeless when I got the job that somebody wanted to take the money from.
Trish
So, like,
shares
I
a
lived in
birthday
car
with.
then.
By the way, on a positive note, if we're closing it out, Trish shares a birthday with my daughter.
Sure do.
Oh yeah, she
And
does.
I wanted a baby girl so bad. And
I know.
we had mentioned this. I lost my husband a few years
Yeah.
ago. So getting remarried and having a baby girl, like I'm super girly. So
Oh yeah.
having a little girl who she likes baby dolls, she's really turning into this like glitter pink
She's
little
amazing.
angel.
I got to spend all day with
And
her today.
she shares a birthday with Trish. Like it's magical.
What
So
best
I want to
could it
say
be?
all of the positive things I can about Trish right now.
She's awesome, man.
So out there.
like that's the better part of me.
You're hashtag blessed.
Hey man, listen, that's what my brother with one eye would say.
Like
He's watching right now. He's got one eyeball.
Like I will tell you that obviously the reason that I know you is her, and I love you
Yeah.
because if she says to love you, I'm like, say less.
Hey
Say
man.
less.
Hey, listen.
And you know what? I'm gonna fight for him too, right?
Hey, I know. That's the thing, man. I know how good I got it.
So you're gonna be good to her forever, all the time.
Oh man, I have said this on the
So good
podcast
for you.
before. Like
I'm fucking scary.
I it ain't like I've been good the whole time. I have fucked up, I have fucked up, but you learn your lesson for shit. Some people don't learn the lesson. What you got to say, Mexican?
All right, so here's the thing. If you
We
enjoyed,
can't close this.
if you enjoyed listening to Aaron, check us
I
out,
always do.
morestashfirm.com, or
I want a job in her office.
if no, that's my
we
job.
already got a job.
Lily, I need to hire.
Give us a
she don't.
if you
She
are
got too much shit going on right
you are dealing with a family proceeding, whether it's child support, modification, or you want to go with the big D, which is a divorce, 407-900-7451. Believe me, you want to talk to Erin because she's going to give you the clairvoyance that you need to move forward with your family proceeding.
He's right.
Morestashfirm.com, 407-900-7451.
Hey,
Morse dash.
Oh, more.
So I charge for consultations. I'm not sorry. I don't care.
yeah.
I won't change it. Not for you.
You should.
Right. But it's because I give away all the goods. So you
Oh,
ask
she
me
does.
questions and I'm going to tell you everything that you needed to do.
There you go. You're good to hey,
The truth of the
protect your
matter
goods.
is if you think you could argue it and file as well as I could in a courtroom after my advice, you should.
Yeah.
If you think that, you should. Yeah.
Hey, y'all should listen up on we're coming up on what do you say, the 10th again? 10th?
May
May
the 6th.
May 6th. I don't even know my
it's
date.
After Cinco de Mayo, you're
Yeah.
going to sit down with us. You're going to sit down in our realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
so
ready. I've been in your room before.
I know.
I seen that room.
We've had some fun.
I
I'll
seen
link it.
I synced it.
But check us out.
Yeah.
The legal Morse of action, who is right now. Hold on, let me put the camera on me real quick because I got to do this. Real
Yeah,
quick.
I'm sure you have.
Check us out because the legal Morse of action is nominated by Orlando Magazine
Well,
for
I'm on my
best
live.
local podcast. All right, so go to Orlando Magazine because we got
We
till
get
the
nominated?
first of May. Yours is for Orlando Weekly.
Oh, check.
Yeah. So Orlando
got
Magazine,
nominated.
we are nominated for best local
Somebody needs to
podcast. The legal Morse of action and local podcaster Aaron Morse. Go check it out. Orlando Magazine. All right. .com.
You know, my mom took care of the editors, the original founding editor of Orlando Magazine. Like my
That's
mom
awesome.
was his nurse,
That's awesome.
personal nurse. Yeah, that's one of my mom's
Trish is the
lessons.
only person who is not my mom that I trusted to babysit Lily.
Yeah,
All right,
your
Carl.
mom is badass.
Carlos,
She's amazing.
I gotta have your
She's
mom on the
magical.
show.
Close it out.
My mom is magical.
So listen,
Your
there
mom is.
few things.
She'll come.
Number
I love your
one,
mom.
we do a lot of shit during the month. Like people don't think we're working. We're working.
Yeah, working
We're,
hard.
we're working
Nobody
our
thinks
asses
that.
off. Yeah.
And if they do, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah.
Nobody thinks that. Fuck them.
Number two, like I told birthday buddy today, like without her, and her husband, they do a lot of shit on this show.
We have
Not just the show,
Oh,
not just the show, but like I don't even know my schedule. I don't even know what fucking helicopter I'm supposed to show up unless she tells me to. So
Patricio tells me what my schedule is.
yeah,
So,
well, I don't know who
could
tells
relate.
him where his schedule is. Sometimes,
yeah. It's all right.
Jack Daniels tells you where
Yeah.
to go.
Where's my schedule?
So, but
I haven't.
and like
I got you.
I'm very appreciative, and like I think that again we're gonna present. We're very appreciative of how you've helped me out. Like I really am.
I love you. I got you.
Yeah.
And when you told, I've never been more satisfied than the day where you were like, you got to stop now.
Yeah,
Like I got to slow you down.
yeah.
You've done everything I needed you to do. I feel like I've won. It's slowed down, and thank you.
Yeah, you got to.
I felt like my little heart exploded. I was like, when you came
Yeah,
to me, it was so bad.
Listen, man.
Wrap it
Like
up, sir.
you.
I only need so many wins. So, but hey, everybody out there, go fuck yourselves and listen to the next show. Bye.
Yeah, thanks for the Thanks for